Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked.
Hashtag corn
Shuckers.
Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Now they're shucking in the fields.
Oh my god.
Eat the whole bag at once.
Yeah,
Ooh, daddy.
you gotta press the bottom of the bag and then jam it down your throat. So you're like kind of.
I'm transforming too.
Transforming and rolling out.
Chocolate chibi.
Dasani, they all kind of sound very
Oh my
similar.
God.
So, yeah.
That was
Good
a,
work.
Funny to see.
that's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
Alright.
Burger!
Oh.
Take! Burger!
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Take!
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't
Ain't
need
that
cheese!
It does need cheese.
Burger!
Cheese me started, please.
Hello!
Welcome.
Jono sounded Russian for a moment.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hello.
Soviet Remnant podcast.
I am Jono from Kazakhstan.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very nice.
What
Hello.
are you doing in my house?
Your wife.
Oh,
Oh, hello, everybody.
We're not
What up,
sorry.
people? Also,
Welcome
Tammy.
to our purple
Sorry.
stream.
Just in
Our very
advance,
blue-
Tammy, we're sorry.
In case she watches the show, Lad just happens to be the only person with a wife.
True.
His wife.
He's
Well,
I didn't get the memo.
oh, okay, no problem.
that you were married
Anyways.
or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That well, man, that must have been really awkward of a ceremony then.
Yeah,
It was.
A little bit.
Lad was just in an office receiving a fax. Oh, I'm married now. All right, well, next thing.
Okay.
All right, cool.
She would have been like,
Time
"I
to
do," and Lat would have been like, "Where the fuck am I at?"
Who are you?
Tell you crap.
What?
Time to update my income taxes.
What
There
is
you
this
go.
building?
Yeah.
Why am I in a suit? Who dressed me?
So wait, Weekend at Bernie's type of thing, or
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
totally. Anyways,
Yes.
well, let's do letting people who are watching and or listening knowing name the name
we
of
are.
us who
Hi, I'm Jono.
We're doing
Hi, Jorno.
It's not delivery, it's
Buongiorno.
DeJono.
Anjano.
Who are the rest of you wily kids?
That's Chibi over there.
Yeah, I've been absentee for a minute, but yes, I am Chibi. I am the Master General.
Wildly missed. People would come into the stream and spam the stream and try and hack us because you weren't on the stream.
Yeah, they said no
If
chibi.
only.
I'm fucking taking my money elsewhere.
Right.
Aw.
They rescinded their subscriptions and everything.
Yeah.
I bring back my Dasani. I am back full force.
Dasani water stocks went plummeting down because you weren't here.
See, that's
True.
what happened with the GameStop thing. It's because I went away, so they had to put their money somewhere. So
And
like, okay,
and
GameStop.
Jack Don't Care got more popular and powerful because of you. You weren't here to
It's true.
dissuade him.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. Yeah, the power had been, it's
Unchecked.
been. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm finally here for the checks and balances. So
We-
I'm
we
alive.
appreciate it.
Yay.
We're getting checks and balances.
right.
Totally.
Who's writing my checks and balancing it?
You are.
Yeah.
I'm
got a
writing
guy.
my own check. You don't want to give me that power.
If you need somebody, I got a guy.
You can write your own checks, but the amount has to always be 0.
0.
Can it be 0.69?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
There's a moose.
What up, people? How's it going? I'm the moose.
He is. He's a moose.
It's
I am
very
the
true.
moose.
If you're not watching the stream right now and you're listening to it, just like imagine an actual moose. That's pretty much what he looks like.
You know, like Rocky and
This is very
Bullwinkle.
fair.
But who's
yeah.
the
It's like
who's
that.
which?
Who's
Well,
what?
who's Rocky?
Well,
Who's Rocky?
Moose is
And who's
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle? Yeah, then who's the Rocky?
Chibi, you're Rocky.
Oh, I get to be the small squirrel who flies around telling people random facts that nobody hears about. Sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Jono's Boris and Lat is Natasha.
Fair.
Oh, he gets to be the cool one. He gets to be Natasha.
I don't even remember Natasha.
They were the Russian couple,
Yeah.
She kind of reminds me of like Lust from Full Metal Alchemist, but minus the claws
Wait,
and minus the
And-
cleavage.
Servo, does
I
that
can see
make
that.
you Dick Dastardly? Or no, who's the Mountie?
It's oh god. Isn't it Dan or something? I don't know. It's a D, I think. I think you are in the right direction.
Congratulations, Servo. You get to be a D.
You get to be the D.
Yay!
Whatever that is.
Ladies like the D usually, from what I understand.
Usually.
I mean, there's some of them. Some of them.
Oh, look,
Some
for
of
those who
not
don't,
all.
that's no biggie.
It's all good.
Speaking of
They
the
can't-
D, did we
they can't
introduce
have
the
it.
direct edition yet?
No, he's right there though.
The D.
The D.
No, we're talking about you now, not me.
I just had a flashback.
Anytime someone says the D now, I'm just gonna go yes.
The D.
The D.
How can I help you?
Dudley Do Right. That's what it is.
I knew it was like a D of some
Yeah.
kind. I couldn't remember the dang name.
That's right.
Dudley
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Because
I'm
it's
Dudley do right.
Dick Dastardly and Dudley Do Right.
That's true.
Dick
Also,
Dastardly was Wacky Races. He was in the new Scoob movie.
Yeah, he was Wacky Races. He was also just part of old Hanna-Barbera.
Mhm.
They liked Dicks and Dans and Dudleys and
and Do Right.
Doohickeys.
Yes. Yes, yes. And we
Yes,
already
yes.
know Jono.
Giorno.
Yeah, he's
DiGiorno.
Yeah. I'm DiGiorno.
Buongiorno.
Hey.
And
Everyone
that's
becomes
us.
Italian a little bit.
Hey.
All right, so yeah, we're on episode 56. In 200 more episodes, we will have an episode for every color in the color range on your computer.
Yay!
Oh shit.
I'm healing us for this podcast ahead.
I was about to do the same thing, Goose.
Oh, thank God. That means that my migraine will go away.
Yay, I healed the Jorno.
So what do we have to talk about tonight?
Well, you
Oh,
see,
we got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but we can't talk about that yet because we have not talked about what we did this week.
yeah.
And since you
didn't do
asked,
much.
Chibi,
Yes.
you get to start because you
Oh,
technically
joy.
you have the most to
Yeah,
tell us about.
you got to catch us
Oh,
up
yeah.
on like the last couple weeks.
Oh, I've literally been doing nothing. Not a whole ton.
That's a lie. I've been watching your streams.
I got a promotion at work, so my brain has been filled with nonsense. But
Also,
I guess
yay,
game-wise,
promotion!
yeah, more
Yay.
cases of guiding people when they don't want to be guided. But
Hey,
yes,
Good job.
That sounds like people.
other than that, game related, I did play Until Dawn for the first time, which was really frustrating, but I loved it.
You killed that guy.
Okay, you guys were making me so frustrated because I was legit already pissed because I was pissed. I misread the damn thing, so I pushed the wrong fucking button. But either way, like the minute he died, I was like, you know what? For some reason, I feel like he's not dead. I don't know why, but just my gut told me he wasn't dead, so whatever. But anyway, it was good. I felt like I at least did fairly decent compared to most people who've played the game for the first time with no guidance, because I really had no idea what I was getting into. So I don't know. It wasn't bad.
It was funny. I happened to jump in your stream like maybe 5 minutes before that happened. And
Yeah,
I was
I know,
like,
you
what
and my
is
other
happening
friend
right now?
just joined forces and making me feel super fucking guilty, and I was so mad. I was like, "Look, I'm already upset as it is. Let's not."
Well, it was funny
tackle this
because
more."
I didn't know what you had done. I was just like convinced that guy was gonna die, and then he did, and then you were upset. So then I just had to run with it because.
Oh, of
that's who I
course,
am
of
as a
course.
person.
And my other friend, he loves doing that. The more he sees it pisses me off. He's like, "Yes, let's continue." I'm like, "God damn it."
I made one comment. I was like, all right, she's mad.
I was so upset, but it was a good game. If you haven't played Until Dawn, definitely play it. It's really good. Other
I
than that,
love their games very much.
yeah, I'm actually really excited to play the other ones too, so that'll be really fun. I can't remember if I played anything else other than that before that, but I definitely know I started playing Disgaea, the first one again. What was it, Thursday? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played it. I haven't played it since the PS2, but I literally have every version like on every console because I love this stupid series. So that's what I'm currently playing right now. If anyone likes strategy JRPGs, those are fun.
Yep.
But frustrating and really, really long.
You
She
know-
said the word. This guy, I said the word.
Lat would like Disgaea because you can fastball special in there. You can
It's so
you can do
much fun,
combo
Lat.
attacks, so you can like pick somebody up and then throw them at other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's super fun. I really recommend it. Like if you like really silly anime stories with really good voice acting, and it's definitely actually requires strategy to actually level up pretty well. Plus it has like a regeneration type of thing, or however you want to word it, where you can get someone up to level 99 and then kind of like restart them from level 1 but keeping all of their stats and just continue to keep doing it. Yeah, it's like every game names it differently, but yeah, it's fantastic. You can literally get someone up to like I think level 9,999 and then
That's
still do
cool.
it over and over and over again. Like you can make someone so fucking OP, it's ridiculous. But it's fun. I really enjoy it. So
I like
plus
the
there's What was that?
I like the battle animations in that game. Like whenever you cast like a big ass spell, there's like tons
Yes.
of crazy animations that play.
It's so great. The specials and everything are always
Uh-huh.
good. I love it. Especially the character Flan. She has this one that kind of involves Godzilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Later on in the game. It's super fun. I think I've done like on my original PS2 version, I think I did like 600 hours or so on just that one. Probably more, but I think it was like 600 the last I remember seeing it. But like, there's just, it never technically ends. The story ends fairly early, but you can go in the item world and just level grind till your heart's content. So it's really fun.
Were the Rainbow Rangers in 1 or were they only in 2?
Oh, the Prism Rangers?
Yeah.
Yes, they come in 1, but their title changes a lot, and I think in the most recent one in 6, it's now going to be like females, which I'm like, that's kind of cool. All right, that's sweet. I'm really excited. But yeah, the Prism Rangers.
That's my favorite part
ridiculous.
of the game.
The Prism Rangers. They're so fucking stupid, but I love it. It's so good. I recommend it to everyone.
They're like the Ginyu Force of the game, and they're the best.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically trying to be the Power Rangers, but they're basically the Ginyu Force in ability, where they're just super dinky and have no actual ability, but they're cool. So I'll be streaming it tonight.
They come in and they do
if you
sweet
wanna
poses.
Watch, yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. So it's fun. That's kind of really all I've been doing and sleeping when I'm not dying from work. But yeah, that's kind of really it. I think I played something else. I just probably can't remember it. Oh, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. That's it. I knew I was playing something else. I couldn't fucking remember. But yeah, I finally beat the story for that, and I got Knives' dad, which was cool.
Nice.
Because you have to. His is like a random encounter, so I was lucky. Yay!
Such
about
a
it.
good game.
Yes, if you ever want to play it, let me know, because I've played it at this point, so I'm level 16 fully maxed. I will play with anybody. Multiplayer.
Nice.
But that's for me. That's it.
Ooh. Moose, what about you, man?
So, finally got back into Rust a little bit, and to kind of incite myself to be a little bit more like invested in like progression and stuff, I decided to hop on the server with Jono and in their community area build a mega mansion.
Nice.
It is going to be it's already fucking enormous. Like you come over the ridge. I was doing like a supply run today. You come over the ridge and you just see this giant fuck off cube in the distance. It's like, what is that? That's my wood mansion.
Yeah, you know how like when you would in like old movies you'd see them like go into like a Greek bathhouse and you'd see like kind of the doorway, you'd walk in, you'd be like, okay, whatever, and then it just starts getting larger as you fucking walk in and starts expanding more. That's what his house looks like right now. It even has the like pillars to go around it as well.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Like meanwhile, we're over here in like a tiny little 2-story like 8x8 hut. I'm just like, we live in squalor. Save us, master.
That's hilarious.
No, mine will be the pleasure dome. I will fill it with earthly delights for everyone in the area. There will be nothing productive about it, just debauchery.
Speaking of which, you probably should check on your decay rate of the house too. I don't know. I haven't put any more like supply in there for you yet.
I did. It's got like 14 days worth of supply in it now.
Okay, cool.
Is this on the new server that you guys?
Yeah.
The soft server or just the new server?
It's just a new server. It's a full RP server, so there's no like killing anyone everywhere kind of situation unless you're like at specific like points on the map.
Like high conflict zones with, generally speaking, good look. Those are good loot. Those are still you can fuck people up in there, but
you can't, or you have to like full RP while you're in there as well. So you'll like create a storyline or like be part of a community. Like someone, the first day that I like walked in there, we met these people who were building a brothel, and then my buddy Richie tried to sell me into sex slavery. So
Oh, okay.
I ran into them
Classic.
last night again, and they were like, "Hey, weren't you supposed to come in for a job interview?" And I was like, they only recognized me because of my jacket, so I just immediately took my jacket off and was like, "That's not me. I'm heading over to go fill up water for my people back in the village." And then I ran
My
back
people?
and filled up like 8 containers of water from a lake.
Hell yeah.
It's been a time.
It sounds it.
And
Yeah.
the admins of the server are actually pretty cool too, because they'll show up randomly to either help people or just to fuck around. Like sometimes they'll just summon a bunch of dead horses just on someone's base for fun.
Okay.
Our car ended up accidentally driving off of a bridge and falling into the water yesterday, and
Oh no.
one of them happened to be like hovering over and like popped down and was just like, "Hey, heard you need a AAA service?" And we're like, "Yeah, the engine's a little flooded right now." So they just took our car and spawned a bunch of cars on the beach. I'm just like, "All right, well, welcome to the dealership. Pick your taste off the lot." And we just got a new
Beach
car.
vehicles.
It was great.
Sounds like a hoot.
It's been a lot of fun.
Servo, is that a dragon hat or is that like your hair?
What?
I just looked up at the stream, and when you were putting on your hat, it looks like there was something like sitting on top of the hat.
Oh, I mean, it's just the
Like a
hat
dragon?
itself. It's got like a,
Hmm.
Reservoir tip.
part on top.
The way it was sitting before you pulled it all back, it looked like it was like Toothless was sitting on top of your head. And
Oh, I mean, the funny thing about this hat is like it's a beanie, but what I actually have done with the hat itself is that I made it into so I can also use it as a mask. So if I open the bottom part, I can
So it's almost like a gator
wear
as
it
well.
like this.
Okay. Okay.
Multi-purpose.
Or a beanie.
Nice.
Look
I like
at you.
Oh my god, Batsy Gaia, don't give me nostalgia feels. I want to go back and be on
You-
Gaia.
You
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
can. Pretty sure it's still up and
I
active.
know, but
No,
it's
it's
not the
definitely still
same
there.
anymore. I'm like so old for that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be, encroaching on,
It wouldn't be the
very-
same. It's not just old forums and things. They've got new bells and whistles and some kind of games in there or some shit.
It's
Yeah,
not
just
the
walk up
same.
and they're like,
though.
"How you
I
doing,
like the
fellow
old
kids?"
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
it's not the
forums.
old. That's not the old RP
RP
forums. You're not gonna walk
Yes,
into a
everyone
random
uses
forum
the-
and then be
The same 10
seduced by a
anime
vampire lady.
photos for their
I mean,
characters
you
and
could
shit.
be possible.
Hell yeah.
I love
Hell
that
yeah.
stuff. It's so sad. But now we have other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Twitch.
Exactly.
Now
Oh my
now
God,
we take our
Barton Town,
RP
get
forums and
out.
we do it in Rust. Or
That sounds
Minecraft.
Yeah.
or Minecraft.
Yeah. Make sure you got enough dedicated wham.
I love how
Wham.
I got that delayed lower third tonight. I love it.
It's
Everybody's pops up, and then I'm like, yeah.
Oh, don't tell John. Oh, now he's gonna
it
be
bothers me
frustrated.
so much.
I know, but it's I like it.
It bothers me so much. I just want order. Anyway, Moose, we're still on you with playing
Wait,
things.
you want order from this?
You want order,
You?
Mr. Chaos Stream?
I know, right?
You know, I say
There's nothing
things.
orderful about us.
I say things. I immediately regret the things that I say. I don't know why I say anything anymore.
Hey, at least I'm not the co-op anymore. I'm not the one who wants order now.
Yes. What have you done with Jono?
I have bestowed the
Well-
power to someone else.
See, she hasn't been here for a few weeks, so I had to take the badge and the
Jono's
gun.
a co-op. He's a
It's
co-op.
the what is that? We tried to think of it a while ago. Whatever it was from How I Met Your Mother. The thing that
He's a fucking co-op.
I can't think of what it is, but yeah. That is a funny episode too, though. About the co-op girlfriend who was psycho. But no, I bestowed upon you the power of the co-op as I went away. So now that I'm back, I suppose I must take that power back.
Yeah, it's all yours again.
So you can have the chaos again, and I'll be the one, demanding order.
The co-op is dead. Long live the co-op.
Co-op.
We said co-op, not co-op.
Co-op. Or the co-op has a co-op.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Bruce, anything else you've been playing?
Just the usual. Hades. Really also considering getting back into Final Fantasy 14 with all the stuff they've been dropping.
I was like, I
lately.
wonder why.
They've been dropping quite a lot, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so far. Like, I'm max level on my main, but I'm like still quite behind on the storyline. So I really kind of want to like get back into it because I love everything about the 14 storyline.
I only saw like little bits of things. Well, actually, I was only told by Mikey a couple of things. Something about going to the moon and something about anima.
Yep.
It's like, okay, that's all I needed to know. Was, hey, you get to fight anima. Hey, you go to the moon.
Everybody goes
Friggin'
to
You mean that stuff from Shadowlands?
yeah.
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 Well, you don't get to fight
and now
anima
the new
in
expansion.
Shadowlands.
Yeah, the new expansion.
You collect anima in Shadowlands.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
See, I hear you guys saying that, and my first brain was like, enema? Why are you fighting an enema? That doesn't sound very pleasant.
Well, an anima's
you
not
guys were
very
talking about
pleasant,
anima.
so
I was gonna say, what, you wouldn't fight off an enema?
No, I just
You
think it's
just-
funny. Like, why are you fighting enemas? But I knew you guys meant, you were saying anima.
Anima. Yeah.
Anima, I know. It's been a minute. I haven't played Final
Yeah.
Fantasy in like forever.
no, we're talking about the kinky BDSM demon from 10.
Yeah.
BDSM. Oh Lord.
He's kind of like in a corn husk sort of thing.
Yeah, buddy.
I still
He's
don't
cool as
understand.
Kind of look like Eddie from Iron Maiden, like the album covers,
Yes.
digital artwork. He looked a lot like Eddie, and it was friggin' sweet.
Hmm.
I never understood anima. Like, I was just like, oh, well, that's kinky. All right. I gotta summon that? Sure.
Yeah. Like, hell yeah.
Sorry, I'm very excited right now. I bought my cat a new bed, and he's actually using it. So if you saw me doing something weird, I'm taking a picture for memory's sake. I'm very excited.
Aww.
I'm like, yay!
That's fucking. That is
When animals actually use the things you buy them, it's a great.
yes.
It's like I know my
Yeah.
pet or something.
That
I'm
miss.
so
Right.
I don't.
I figured we had to segue away from the weird BDSM kinky demon talk.
Oh, back
Never.
to the BDSM kinky talk? Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
Bringing us right back, Chibi.
Yes, of course.
The
I
true
try.
agent of chaos.
Yeah.
Yes, I try.
Lat, what about you?
I finished Call of the Sea last Tuesday, and I just been playing Apex Season 8. I hate the new guy. He is absolutely ridiculous.
Like the
guy
movie?
with
In the
angry
face.
Joe.
Oh, cute.
But I haven't had a chance to play with him yet. I just hate him. I don't like him at all. Stupid mustache.
Punch him in the throat.
And stupid eye patch, and
Set him on fire.
he walks like the Terminator, and every time you go into battle, he takes outrageous amounts of damage. And
Really?
Lat, you
Yeah.
just described you when we play Sea of Thieves.
Oh.
Walks like the Terminator. Takes all the damage.
Has an eye patch.
Damn.
Just
Make it
takes
sound like
obscene amounts of damage.
you make it sound like I can't have self-hate. What? The stupid name, Fuse. Oh,
Oops.
it's ridiculous.
Uh,
Yeah, I haven't even tried the new character, and I hate him already.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you
I-
hate him so much.
I've
That might
heard
be
he's ridiculously like powerful.
Yeah,
and that's just like every time they release a new like Apex Legend character, they're like
Yeah.
extremely overpowered, and then they balance them back down,
And by balance, you mean just
or
dumpster
nerf them into
them.
the ground.
Yeah.
He needs to be balanced immediately. He has his scatter shot ordeal, and once it is like it looks like fireworks. Like he fires a grenade, it breaks off into little.
I'm sorry, it
And
breaks
then-
off into what? Thanks, I'm glad we clarified that.
Did you need me to spell it?
Yeah, how do you spell that?
I'll
You
put
spell
in the
it. I
chat.
bust a cap at your fit and.
I feel like I want to have like a Google translated like audio replication version of that, like BRRRRRR TATATATA, like something super monotone just to make it sound even better. I need that.
Can I get a synonym?
Cluster
Not yet.
bombs.
Country of origin?
Yes, cluster bombs, exactly. And then after the cluster bomb goes off, it burns the ground, unlike in AoE. So you're like stuck inside of it. So it's so annoying.
It sounds
So
fun.
like a cluster of napalm.
Is
Cluster
that just a
bomb
regular
napalm.
move, or is that his alt?
I believe it's his alt.
Okay, I mean, alts are supposed to be extremely
Not all the
overpowered.
time.
No
Yeah.
one else has an offensive alt like that.
Well,
What,
now they do.
what about Gibby with his like Hammer of Dawn drop?
You get
You're
get a
right.
warning. You get a warning with Gibby because you see the laser lines come in and you know to get the fuck out of the way.
I mean,
So you see the laser lines coming down from space, so you can avoid damage as you're moving away from it. And Bangalore has she calls rockets in and they hit the ground, and then
yeah,
there's a delay before they explode. But with Fuse, you're taking damage from the shot, damage from the first explosion, damage from the cluster bombs, and then damage from the napalm that's on the ground.
well, once you take damage from
Alright.
the first shot, you should know, hey, Gibby, throw the shield up.
Yeah.
If you're playing with Gibby.
Or
Get out of the
or
fire.
you
Just-
zip line
there you
out with
go.
Pathfinder.
And once you get out of the fire, it sticks to you and continue to deal damage.
Sounds like fire.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's, yeah.
It sounds like fire.
Sounds like something that continually causes damage.
He's the absolute worst.
Excuse me, lad. That's how fire works.
Guys, if you take fire
That is
damage,
not
it
how fire
sticks
works.
to you and continues to do damage.
This is
Fire
not.
just goes away. It's like a poof.
He doesn't have
It's a
the
poof of air.
damn. He
How-
doesn't
how
have
does-
the
how
damn
does fire go out?
Amaterasu.
Yeah. Unlike real fire, where if you're standing in it and then you jump out, you immediately stop burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stasis thing. Like it stays in one place. So as long
Right.
as you move out of the way, you're fine. You know,
Yeah,
just
shit,
step
yeah,
out of the fire.
If that's
how I
the
was
case,
raised to learn how.
they might as
fire
well
works.
just change his name to goddamn Sasuke.
No, literally,
Yeah,
goddamn
don't-
Sasuke, like full name like that. Yeah.
Don't-
Absolute full name.
Goddamn Sasuke.
I'm
That
sorry.
way when you
Don't
see
you
him-
mean Itachi? Did Sasuke
That's-
ever learn
wow.
Amaterasu?
Yeah, he
Yes,
did.
Bada, bada,
Sasuke
bada,
learned
bada.
Amaterasu.
I don't remember him using
Sorry, I'm a
Amaterasu.
Naruto nerd.
I am a Naruto.
Couldn't tell by your pop collection.
His entire name needs to be goddamn Sasuke. So when you see him,
Damn.
goddamn
I
Sasuke.
totally.
All one word, no spaces.
Fuse, also known as Goddamn Sasuke.
Goddamn.
Them goddamn Uchiha boys.
Uchiha.
Uchiha.
Fucking Sharingan bullshit.
That sounds like I don't know. That doesn't sound very pleasant. An Uchiha. What is that?
Uchiha?
It sounds
It's-
unpleasant.
That's
It's
the
a-
noise I make whenever I eat hot peppers.
Uchiha. what is that? What is that? That sounded like Skyrim, a new Skyrim move.
Uchiha!
Uchiha.
Fusro Datebayo!
Oh, I also dabbled a little bit more in Green Hell.
Nice.
Nice.
How is that going?
Not very well.
Are you staying away from the fire?
I couldn't even make a fire. I couldn't make a campfire. It took me like an hour to figure out how to make a campfire. Because you had to craft the what's the spinning stick that you start the fire with?
The kindling?
hand drill.
Yeah,
that one.
I'm sorry, what
Fire
hand signs
starter.
did you just use? What jutsus are you performing in Green Hell?
Right?
Maybe that's why you can't start a campfire.
That might be
He's
it.
trying to do the
Standing over
fire
a
jutsu.
campfire, just like.
I'm using the wrong jutsu.
Why am I not getting fire out of this?
He's over
He's
there
trying to do
doing
awkward
fucking
turtle. It's not working.
He's over there doing fucking Earth style, like, why won't you light? Bashing two rocks together.
Well, I mean, that kind of does it if you're doing it right. But
Using the right rock.
Using the right rocks.
yeah, just grab any rock. Just grab any rock. That's fine.
Yeah.
Any rock will do.
No, is Green Hell on? No, I played it on Steam. Green Hell is on Steam.
Yeah.
No,
Hmm.
Yeah. At
So,
some
but
point, I have to get it.
I did make it through the tutorial, and
Well, that's a good thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
eventually.
That's a first start. That's a good start.
Which
Yeah.
the tutorial also should have taught you how to make a fire. By the
No,
way.
it doesn't. It tells you what to do. It doesn't tell you how to do it. It
So
says
it tells you to make a fire, but it doesn't tell you how to.
right. It tells you that you need to make a campfire. It tells you need the kindling.
Uh-huh.
That you need to take the 2 sticks to craft them to make the kindling. And before you can make the kindling, it tells you need to find something dry, like a bird's nest or dry leaves.
That's it. That's how you make a campfire.
That is it.
That's all
Right.
you needed.
It's telling you what to do, but it's not telling you how to do it. So I had all the sticks. I had everything.
Wait, hold on. a second.
Am I high?
That's the same thing.
Right.
First of all. Secondly,
No,
Right.
listen. This-
oh,
no, no,
he means
no,
he means like
crazy
what to
things.
click on and like
what
how
to
to actually.
click on exactly, because I have everything and I
Okay.
crafted everything that I needed, but when it's time to perform the action, I'm like,
Okay, so
No.
quick tutorial. You
Right
go,
click.
you stand in front of the campfire that you've already made. You pull out the hand drill. You use the hand drill. It will create an ember, and then you take that ember and you put it on the campfire, and it lights the fire.
and it lights the fire.
Uh-huh.
I've already done it. I'm just telling you, there wasn't much instruction.
Oh,
on
I
do it.
thought you said you couldn't figure it out.
It took me an hour to figure it out.
Oh,
See,
Yeah.
at least Green
you
Hell's
can't-
letting me know who not to go with when it's the end of the world and we're all stuck in the woods.
Oh yeah,
It's letting me narrow down who's gonna keep me alive and who's gonna get my ass killed.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
me
probably do
too.
both.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like Jono's
so I'm gonna die and be alive at the
help you
same time?
survive.
No,
Jo-
you're gonna be
Chibi,
alive
I
until you
wonder how
die.
well this works.
Let me tell you right now, Chibi. You're just hearing about my experience playing alone. I've played with Servo, Moose, and Jono, and I'm telling you right now, Servo's the one that you go to because he had me a hot bowl of fresh mushroom soup, and he had cover from the rain, and Jono was like, "You're dying. I'll be right back," and then he like hauls ass into the cave, and he's like, "I gotta get this. I gotta get this out of the cave. I'll be right back." And in the meantime, I've died, passed out, and woke up 3 days later. And then Jono is standing over me, watching me perform all 3 of these actions.
You know, I'll keep you alive until it's time to eat you.
See, exactly.
So basically, our only purpose is, just in case we all, die. He'll
Yeah.
make sure that we die first so he can live.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not denying
Jono,
that.
does this sound familiar? I asked a question. I was like, "Who is this guy painted skeletons on him?" And Jono's like, "Oh, go talk to him." So I go.
he did. He did say exactly that.
Oh,
He was
Lord.
friendly.
He's friendly. Yes, totally.
Absolutely.
Listen, I believe in learning the hard way. especially in survival games. And
This is the truth as shit.
it's way more entertaining that way.
As the other half of Survival Boys, I understand this to be very freaking true.
Lord.
Uh,
See, and I'll just be the one dying because I'll be like, no, let me go save you, and then I'll get my ass killed. So either way, I probably won't be too much help. I'll just
luckily
be
I'm on the other end going, Lat, it's a cannibal, don't go over there.
Right.
So
But it was too late.
see, this is like if we all played Minecraft together, and I'd be like, "Lot, here, put this bed down in the Nether. Just set your reset spawn.
Hell yeah.
It's perfectly fine."
100% of the time.
One
I've
of these
watched
days,
Fire
I'm gonna try Minecraft. One day.
I've watched Fire Force, and the Nether is not a good idea in any game, anime, or.
I feel like the Nether just doesn't sound safe
Not-
ever. Like it doesn't sound
No,
good.
it's fine. It's fine.
Is it though? Is it though?
I mean, it's
Yeah, I don't
not
see
any
why
worse
not.
than like a
Nighttime.
dungeon. Yeah, nighttime's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not any worse than nighttime in the overworld
It's like if you play
or a cave
any
without
type of
torches.
survival- any type of survival game with Jono, his instructions are to be largely ignored.
So his stuff is just, to listen to but not to actually act on.
To listen to with caution.
Okay.
Like if he says go
Yeah.
check it out,
Don't do it.
you could go check it out, but be aware it's probably gonna backfire on you.
Lovely, lovely.
Possibly.
I'm in it for the chaos.
Exactly.
Mm,
The
mm,
lull.
mm,
Certainly
mm.
make things interesting.
It's way more entertaining for me this way.
It is.
As he said. But yeah, Green Hair was fun. I dabbled a little bit more into that.
Okay.
I want to play
Alright.
more. I want to see what the Curse of the Amazonian thing is.
Yeah.
I'll play again. I'll definitely play again.
I want to see
I'll
all the new
play it at
stuff.
some point.
Yay.
All the new stuff.
Bring everyone to hell.
I'm just trying to not get into anything super crazy because of Resident Evil 8 and Mass Effect. So I'm trying not to get too invested in anything. Gotta save myself for
Oh my
May.
God.
I gotta save myself. Gotta keep myself nice and pristine and primed out for May so I can just work these games to death.
Finally pegged.
I was gonna say that's like 3 months of a dry period.
I'm
That's
just
a while.
saving. No, I'm playing games that will build up to it, but nothing that's gonna that's new that I've never played before. That I'm gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna play this forever. No, because like after
That makes sense. I'm gonna
after
be
this
playing
guy,
through all of the Resident Evils starting from 0 to 7.
oh, see, I ain't doing that. I was just gonna play up 4 leading up to May, since we're
Nah.
into February at this point.
No, I
that's
want to
gonna
play
take a minute.
back through all of them because I want reference of the entirety of the story again.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say that would make sense because it looks like we're kind of going full circle. So, or getting close to maybe going back to some old roots, maybe.
Are you
Hopefully.
gonna be able to finish them all by the time 8 comes out?
Yeah,
It's doable.
I mean,
It's doable, yeah. If you're not trying to 100% them.
Yeah,
four,
especially you can
4,
finish
5, and
2
6 are pretty
3.
short.
2 and 3.
4, I didn't feel was very short at all. I
If
felt
you're-
like 4 was pretty hefty.
If you rush
then
through
again-
it, it's pretty short.
But yeah, I was like, but then again, I'd take
Yeah.
forever because I looked through everything.
2 and
You do
3,
2
if
and
you do
3
them
in,
right.
2 hours.
Yeah.
2 to 3 hours.
It took me 6 hours to beat 3 on stream. And that was me fumbling the first time and putting it on
Yeah.
hard mode. So yeah, no, it's easily doable.
3 is under 10 hours. I thought they were at least 10 plus hour games.
No.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
It's
depends on the hands they're in.
yeah, I was like, I definitely make these games like probably about that, but because I like to take my time with them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
I'm-
to say the
Up the
second
savor.
time I beat the 3 remake, I think I had like a 2.5 hour clear time on the second playthrough.
I think even original 3 is a 4 to 5 hour game, and that's because
Yeah.
it was made within a year's time using the RE2, the original engine from Resident Evil 2.
Mm. Makes sense.
And it was just supposed to be like addition / like bridge the gap between leading to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily doable.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna play through all of them because I want that story.
But
Maybe
once Mass Effect comes out,
maybe
I'm,
even play the
I'm
originals.
sold. I'm gone. It's like don't try to reach out to me. I will be sucked into Mass Effect all over again.
Yeah.
The problem with Mass Effect Legendary Edition is that as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna beat it. Like, probably in a day.
With the whole well, the first one or all of them?
All 3 of them.
How? How are you going to be all 3 in one day?
I have done it before.
Super speed run.
How? How do you even play through? Wait, including DLC or just the main story?
I mean, we're talking a good bit of the side missions, but no, not DLC.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, are we talking like every single side mission? And...
I'm talking about from starting Mass Effect 1 to the ending of Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
One day.
So I feel like Mass Effect should never be rushed. It should be savored.
It's a lot easier to rush it with certain selections, but yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
I had beaten Paragon, and I went Renegade, and then
Renegade
I
is
went
so easy. I
straight
don't know
down the
why.
middle, and I did it as fast as I could, and I did all 3
I
games.
was gonna
in
say
one day.
it's also a thing where if you've beaten all 3 Mass Effects like 100+ times, then like savoring it just doesn't really do it anymore.
Oh, it does it for me. I've played each one of them 4 times, and I don't care. I just love the story. It's so good. I don't know. I still love it every time. But that's just me, I guess.
I mean, I also still love it every time, but I power through them pretty quick.
Yeah. Not listening to all the dialogue saves a lot of time.
Also
See, I
true.
can't do that. It's like, I don't know. It'd be like watching your favorite movie and just like skipping through it. You're like, oh, that's cool. All right. Great movie. Like, then why even bother?
I mean,
This is not a movie, it's a video game. I was trying to get from one end of it to the other in one day.
I do that with the Phantom Menace.
Why even play it then? I don't know. I guess I just
Because
like
Duel
point
of the
was to see
Fates
the
fucking
ending.
slaps.
I wanted to see the ending.
I guess okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's,
I
it's
just
still fun.
I've never understood
Yeah, that was
like
the blast.
speed runs. That's just me. It's my preference.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the whole, just the essence of speedrunning.
Yeah, it was always like that. I'm not a speed run person. I've never understood it, but like I get it, but I just
would
don't
never.
get
I
it.
would never play a game the first time that way. Obviously,
No.
Yes.
We're talking about like I had already beaten it multiple times.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
the first time, maybe even the second time through, savor that.
Yeah.
Let it be a nice slow burn. Anytime after that, no, fucking power that ass through.
Yeah. Unless it's like you're doing like a Renegade and then you're doing a Paragon. Like, if the storyline is substantially changing for me, I won't rush it the second time.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all the scenes and stuff that changed. That was the whole point, was to see what was different.
Mhm.
But everything in
Yeah.
between was just you just go as fast as possible.
Like, or
Yeah, that's
I
totally
just
fair.
don't ever play it again after I've like done everything that is possible. Like Infamous Second
Right,
Son.
yeah.
I 100% of that game, got the entire platinum
Yeah.
for it, did all 3 different endings, and was like, okay, I'm satisfied. I don't need to play this
Yeah.
game again. I love this game.
Yeah.
Not gonna play it again.
Yeah, but in Mass
Yeah.
Effect, I had to know what happens at the end of the third game if you kill everybody at the end of the second game. Had to know. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's
So
sadness.
it's not original playthrough. It's just replay.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Trial and error
Yeah,
replays.
I don't skip story on the first playthrough.
Because like even for this one, I'm not gonna rush through it because this is a newer console, so I want to 100% it on this one and literally go through everything so I can get the plat for all of it. Since this is like a brand new system, so I'm excited for it.
You know, I'll take my time with it, but now that I've said it, I'm really thinking about the fact that it would be fun to try and beat it right out of the box in one day.
Hell Hell yeah.
I think it would be a challenge, and I think I could do it, but who knows?
I wish you luck.
Anyway, am I the last one to go?
I think-
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know,
No,
Jonah
me.
He kind of tag team with Moose a little bit.
Well, I mean,
You
I've,
did, yeah.
I've
No, go ahead,
basically,
Jonah.
I've basically only been playing Rust. Let's be realistic here.
I
Let's,
mean,
let's be pretty real right now.
Yeah.
It's basically just been lots and lots of Rust.
I saw you playing something else. It was like, gosh, when was that? It was like 4:00 in the morning, and I was like, all right, I should go to bed. And then it was like Jono started playing, and I was like, really?
I did start.
What,
I
you
get-
smashed
I got
3D?
that
What?
notification too. Yeah, I did get that notification too.
What the hell else?
But
do
you
I
guys
own?
also played the Viking. The
Oh,
Valheim, yeah, you
right.
did.
We
Played
played
Valheim.
Valheim. I forgot that we did that this week because Rust has been taking over my life again.
Right? Yeah, not to downplay Valheim or anything, but yeah, forgot.
That game was a lot of fun. It felt like Dauntless, like a little more than a normal survival game, but it still kicked our ass pretty well.
Again,
Oh, yeah.
We
And,
what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I even went back after our stream and started up my own little like solo world to see, what I could accomplish, and I beat the first boss, which is freaking awesome, by the way.
Were we at the point where we could have fought it?
We could have fought it, yes. I
Oh,
was able
okay.
to solo him, and I like had just like I haven't even built my forge yet, so I was using like leather everything with like flint arrows and flint weapons. So yeah, we could have done it. It's the combat system in Valheim is a lot like Dark Souls and stuff, and that's how I was able to beat him, was knowing that system.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
lots
slightly
of
telegraphed
dodge
patterns.
roll
Yeah.
and lots of iframe abuse.
Yep, exactly. So if you're familiar with the Souls-like combat system, you can beat some unwinnable fights at your tech level with a little bit of dodge roll skill. And
We also took
watching
advantage
the
of an
telegraphs.
awful lot of cheeses while we were playing that game that we were able to find and immediately like figure out and abuse, like dropping a row of campfires. Their enemies can't pass by it and they just keep lighting on fire.
Yeah.
The mysterious ledge that's like a foot off the ground and skeletons can't walk up it for some reason. So
Yes.
funny.
we
When do we
would
not
walk into a
use game
catacomb
mechanics,
and
though?
we were just shooting off on fucking skeletons that were there until we cleared the entire dungeon of catacombs.
Yep. Hells yes.
That was actually a pretty good time.
Hmm.
I would like
Solid
to play
title,
Valheim
though.
again, but I think
Yeah.
this week's Survival Boys we should go delve back into Labyrinth a little bit.
Yeah.
Since chapter 4 update.
Yeah. I'm cool with this.
I haven't played Valheim yet, but I saw some people play it, including y'all, and I saw Oximus play it. And so far, the only thing that I can see that I probably would change about it is I wish you were able to have more players.
You can have up to 10.
It's up to 10.
Yeah, no, I want more. I think it would be cool with like twice as many.
I mean,
So like kind of Valheim done like Rust.
Yeah, exactly.
Big server. I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think that would be badass.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that.
I mean, yes, it would be great if it was like a massive like MMO style type situation, but
Yeah.
Like-
the only
I don't
thing
even
that
know the
works-
world besides the two of us. Like, I can't imagine
Yeah.
if we had 10 people cheesing the trolls.
Oh yeah. The one thing about it is that this, unlike games like Rust, this actually has a way to beat it. Like, you can beat Valheim.
Yeah, but it could, they could make it like Green Hell, where you sign into a server where the story mode doesn't exist.
Okay. Yeah.
At
Just
least
the
that's
survival
what my
mode.
thought was when I was watching it. I was just like kind of coming up with ideas on how they could make it more suitable to me personally, I guess.
Yeah, no, I dig that.
Screw the people who like this game. I want.
Yeah, you like this game? I'm gonna change it, man. Fuck y'all.
Go right to
Exactly.
studio and be like, no, you listen the fuck here. I want this game
Yeah.
to be appealing to me.
Who made
add in an
Valheim?
endless
Open the
mode.
door. Who the fuck in here made Valheim?
Which
Come
one
here.
of you
You got
fuckers is
second
responsible?
You
Change
get
this.
one guy in the back room that's slowly raising his hand.
Servo walks up and backhands him out of the room.
Who the fuck is Durgeddon? Where is he?
God damn it.
So one thing we did have, you guys always know I like my feel good stories, and we
Yeah.
had that GameStop fiasco that happened within the last few weeks. Well, we did have some good come out of
Fiasco or a wonderful triumph story?
it. Depends on who you ask.
True.
If you ask hedge funds, it's a fiasco. If you
It's a
ask
fiasco.
GameStop or any of the people who actually bought stocks, it's a triumph.
Yeah.
I know this young man is triumphing. His name is Hunter Khan, and he managed to make quite a bit of money off of 50 shares that he invested $200 in. He walked away with 30 grand, and
Yeah.
he took some of that money and went and bought a couple of things from GameStop and dropped them off at a children's hospital in Minnesota. So, big ups,
Nice.
big kudos to this gentleman.
Big Kulos.
That too.
Oh my.
That he grabbed a bunch of Switches, Nintendo Switches.
Not those kinds of.
Grabbed a
painful
bunch of
switches.
switches.
I come from the era where Switch means a different thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
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 Go out into the
Nintendo
yard and
Switch,
grab a
what?
Switch.
My mom was buying a Nintendo. What?
Hey man, don't come home today. Your mom's got a Switch for you. My mom's got a Switch for me?
Let's
Oh.
that. I don't know.
Is it Animal Crossing?
Oh, it's all kinds of. It's
You
a different
gotta
kind
get
of.
crossed with it.
Yeah.
Cross that ass.
Yep.
No, but it's got Super Smash Bros.
Oh jeez.
You and your brother.
Oh my god.
It comes free with
Speaking
a
of
copy
which-
of ARMS.
Speaking of which, I played some Super Smash Bros. This week,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Please.
was a good time.
Please go on. Who's your reigning champion right now?
Yeah, that's a
Screw
good
the rated
question.
champ.
No, Nobu right now is undefeated.
Really?
Yeah,
thought-
Nobu.
Hmm.
Nobu won the number one contender match last night, and is going to go on to face the champion. Forget who it is though.
I hear he's devilishly handsome and shirtless most of the time.
Oh, is it Death Daddy?
Doesn't ring a bell. But
Servo, I think you need to implement drug testing. You need to test him for horse tranquilizers.
I'm writing that down. Writing that down right now. But yeah, it was a really good stream. We had a lot of good fights last night, and then afterwards, I got on there and I played for a little bit because realistically, I don't actually play Smash Brothers very often. But I finally went through the story with Sephiroth. Sephiroth is the champion. I can't remember whose character that is at the moment, but he's the champion, and
What could
it's
that be?
pretty good time. Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
But I went through the story.
Right.
His like little classic fight line, like they have in Smash Bros. Each person has like their own little like series of people you have to fight, and it's usually somewhat related to the story. Like Kirby's are all related to like food and shit like that. So Sephiroth is really neat. And then of course after last week? I didn't bother to actually install it when it was free. But this week I installed Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. And like every night now for like 3 or 4 hours, I'll just sit there and like come up with these crazy situations and run the simulator and then just watch it and like listen to fucking Viking battle music in the background and just like
really amp it up.
Yeah, it's a great time. And then I'll work on like my Photoshop stuff, while I'm watching it. And it's too much fun. I have a good time with it. Other than that, I still haven't reinstalled Rocket League. I'm not even going there yet. I played some World of Warcraft, and then I tried the very beginning of 2 new games that I'm gonna do that I got some keys for. And it's Manifold Garden, which is like this really crazy puzzle architect game where like you click on the floor and the floor becomes the wall, and then like it's like this shifting room type of game, and the whole thing is like super psychedelic. If you haven't heard of it, check it out on Steam and watch the video. It's nuts. And then I downloaded Clone Drone in the Danger Zone so I could practice a little bit before I play on stream. And then we started a series this past Wednesday where I'm playing Pokemon Sword, and it's really fun. I mean, it's exactly what I expected it to be. It is a little bit more difficult than I expected, but that's only because I didn't expect there to be like these giant level 25 Pokemon like in the first wild area.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, ooh, an Onix, I'll go get an Onix. Doo-doo-doo. And then I'm like, oh, he just killed my first Pokemon in one shot.
Just so you have it for reference, the wild area constantly scales up dependent on you.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I found out about that later. So talking to the information NPCs and shit like that. So, but I did get through the first like main area, and I'm on to the Route 3 to the first gym. So yeah, it's pretty good. I got the man, as soon as I got the little jersey in the game, I wanted to go to No Name Nerd and get one printed. I'm like, I want that fucking shirt right now.
Yeah.
Because you guys already know what my number is. So as soon as they showed that on, I was like, I gotta have that for stream so I can wear it while I'm playing. That would be fucking badass.
I love the different Pokemon flavor jerseys. Like, as soon as I was able to buy between like Ghost and Dark, I was like, done. That's all I need.
Yeah. And then what I was doing was I was allowing people to choose Pokemon for me to name after them. So now I have like all my chat is in my party, and everybody who's watching gets a Pokemon, and yeah, it's a blast. We have a good time with it. I'm like, I let them choose what my starter was gonna be, and so we got Sobble, which I like. Sobble, it's pretty good for a starter Pokemon, and I've got a whole team of people.
At least it wasn't the monkey.
What, Grookey? Grookey seems cool though.
Grookey is the worst starter.
Why is he the worst?
He doesn't get anything good. Like compared to Cinder, what the fuck is Score Bunny and Sobble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those two, it's the always debate of which one is the worst starter. And Grookey is like equivalent to like Tepig.
What? Tepig was so good.
Tepig was awful.
No, Pig Knight, the fucking the final evolution is fucking amazing.
Comparatively to the other two from that gen? No, absolutely not.
Sorry.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
Nerd fight!
Pokemon Showdown after the stream.
Oh,
fuck you up with Pig
Pokemon
Knight.
Showdown? Let's go. I'm about it.
Pokemon's always starting shit between
you.
people.
I know, right?
Always causing arguments between friends since '95.
I mean, hey, I lived that life. I lived that life.
So did
I played every Pokemon that's come out since then.
What you don't know is Servo has Pokemon Life tattooed on his stomach.
You want to see? It's actually on my butt cheeks.
All right.
Is it like split between, so like one's Pokemon and the other one's life?
No,
And you have to spell it Lyfe.
It's Pokem on the left cheek, and then Nlife. Yeah.
Right. And I have a Pokeball tattooed around my asshole.
It sounds painful.
I was like, that sounds painful. That must not have been a good time.
You weren't there.
I'm glad I was not.
I mean, everyone had a
would've
good
been
time
weird.
there. We had a
Oh
big
my.
party for my asshole tattoo time.
Choice.
Speaking of party,
Oh
Now we
boy.
know.
I was gonna say now since we're doing multiplayer fighting, yeah, games.
Now we
Yeah.
know.
Oh, games.
Speaking of games,
oh, speaking of party, Silent Hill is returning as a party game DLC
Oh, Konami.
for what?
for which game?
What the fuck is the name of the game?
No, you said
The game that nobody
Dark
knows.
Dark
Exactly.
Deception.
It's called Dark Deception. And I've never
Yeah.
played it, and I've never even really heard of it or seen it.
Of it.
But I'm sure it's going to become a thing now that there's
You've never
DLC for it and involves
I
Silent
was
Hill.
gonna say.
No.
I was like, what a way to
No.
get people to pay attention to Dark Deception, I guess.
This is one of those things where like everyone was like, "Whoa, Resident Evil's getting another game! Yeah, let's get on the hype!" And then everyone has been like shitting on like Silent Hill fans because they're like, "When do we get another game?" Meanwhile,
I want a game,
Konami's
too.
over there with fucking pachinko machines, like, "Yeah, give us this money instead." And then
Exactly.
they keep selling the like licensing for Silent Hill to other companies like Dead by Daylight. Like, guys,
Yeah.
remember Silent Hill? Well, now you can have it not in our own game. Here's this.
Bingo. Precisely. Hey, you wanted more of that IP you love? Well, just take it over there.
Yeah, it's in that game over there.
Don't
Don't come to us.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know what Konami's deal is. Like they literally have a really great game IP and they're just
well,
like,
you see,
ignoring it instead.
Yeah.
so realistically, if they released another Silent Hill game after all of the hell and controversy of them firing Kojima and
Oh, of
like,
course. They can't do
after
anything now.
the Silent Hills cancellation and everything, if they made another game, it would be actual hell for them. Like, even if it
Yeah.
was good, their assholes would be ripped apart.
Yeah. I mean, they're screwed no matter what they do, but it just sucks. It really does because I miss Silent Hill. Really.
I mean,
Oh,
really,
yeah.
they should just sell the IP entirely.
Yeah.
But they can't
Give
do
it to
that because that would
Capcom.
relinquish control
It's not
over
like
a big title.
it's not like they're doing anything anyway. Like, Konami just
No.
makes
Yeah.
pachinko machines. They don't make games.
I know. They just want to have control of it. They're just like, no, it's ours. What are you doing with it? Nothing, but it's ours. They'd rather have it and do nothing with it than to give it to someone else and have them do something with it.
They could even
If
do
we can't do it, no one can.
they could even do what Sega does, where they still technically have the rights for Sonic, but they constantly do a partnership with Nintendo, and they're like, guys, make us relevant again, please.
That would require them to be
Please help.
smart
Please
and
help.
actually give two shits. Because Sega was, at least smart in that respect, but Konami don't care. They don't care.
Yeah,
They
well,
really don't. They're happy with their pachinko machines. They're fine with that. They're satisfied with life.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Silent Hill IP is like, Conductor, there's a problem, Conductor.
But maybe one day we'll finally get the Silent Hills that we want. Maybe.
probably not
Maybe.
though.
Yeah, probably.
In the meantime, though, I would recommend there is an asterisk. It is a VR title, but there's a game that is. It really does feel like Silent Hill, like the aesthetic and the vibe and the characters and everything. It's called Organ Quarter, and it really does feel like the world of Silent Hill. Like, it's trippy.
Does it have the siren?
No, but the world does tend to transition from a regular whatever to a fucking horrific horror show of
That's
nightmares
cool.
and
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Is there lots of fog and radio static?
They didn't adopt that I've seen, but the environmental noise is real though. Like there's some environmental noise that just kind of gets you like, okay, this is spoopy.
Now, are there like hot disfigured nurses that make me very confused at a young age?
No,
I knew we were gonna go there at some point. I just knew.
I mean, if you're not going there, then what are you really doing?
I'm not going there.
What are you doing with your life?
I'm enjoying the game and being spooked, not awkward about it. But yes,
I don't
exactly.
see anything awkward about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say ain't nothing awkward about it.
I mean, realistically,
reaction A+.
Realistically, that
A+.
whole game is about the main character's sexual frustrations.
Nope,
Yeah.
it's not really. But
Silent Hill 2, it absolutely is.
Oh,
He
yeah. It's
created
about
the
his
nurses
guilt.
because he wanted to commit adultery on his wife who was dying, and the nurses were
Well, yeah, but-
representations of all the nurses that he wanted to fuck instead.
Yeah, but it's like to punish him, not because he wants to enjoy it. It's literally to make him suffer.
Yeah, that's why I
not...
said sexual
Right,
frustration,
because, yeah.
not sexual release.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone has sexual frustration with those. I'm pretty sure anything coming at you and it's gonna kill you. I don't know. Maybe I just fear rather than I don't know. Maybe
You don't know
Sure.
my life.
I'm afraid of the frustrations.
Yeah, I'm glad I felt no frustrations in that game. I just wanted to survive and not die. But then again, I'm not surprised that happens with Jono. So
I'm just saying, like, that is what that game was revolved around. Each Silent
Most
Hill
part,
is a
yeah.
representation of each person's own, like, personality flaws. They're kind of like in their own, what's that
Well, yeah,
middle ground
it's
between heaven and hell? What's that, like?
Purgatory?
It's their own
Well, yeah.
personal purgatory of like fucked up shit that they experience. It's
but
manifestation.
Not all of it is sexualization. Like
No.
his was part of it for sure, but
his
not
was,
the whole
but not
thing.
all of them. Like Heather's definitely
Yeah.
wasn't. Heather's was more of her own traumas, and her own like amnesias and things. But like his was specifically his frustrations and his like grief with his wife.
Yeah.
I can't remember the first games like pro tag enough to remember what their representations were.
I feel like everyone forgot about the first Silent Hill because the second one was just so good.
Well, the first one
Like it
was
just
very
kinda
like
wrote over it.
like yes, it sparked the series, but it also was very like bland in terms of like a starting game. Like it came out almost around the same time Resident Evil 1 came out, and that was so much better of a horror game that it was like, this is cool. It's great that we have this genre that's coming up, but also zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people didn't want the symbolism that Silent Hill was much more deep. Resident Evil was very obvious, zombies, Silent Hill was more of like internal
Here's
struggles
Zombos,
and
Umbrella Bad.
psychological things that people were dealing with, that things that they've done in their life that they're having to address and atone for. So it was much deeper, and I just feel like it was just kind of ahead of its time, really.
And then it
But,
caught back up to it. Like,
Yeah, and then
good for
Konami
them
said,
for
"Fuck
actually
this."
coming up to their time. And then they had their
They
heyday.
released The Room.
The
What's wrong
Room,
with the room?
the Room was terrible on first playthrough, but then like after aging and after like coming back and realizing it's pretty good. It's definitely not as bad as any of the Silent Hills that came after it.
Shattered
Yeah.
Memories. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking
Silent Hill Downpour. That was that
Let's
was a garbage fire.
never mention Downpour again.
That was a garbage fire.
What's Downpour?
And
I've never heard of it. What is it?
Was
I
that
feel
was the
like
PSP
it's-
title,
I
wasn't
I
it?
don't know.
Yeah, let me see. It came out in 2012. and yeah, it was just abysmal. Like it was on PS3. I remember that, but like
It came out around the time that the Silent Hill movie came out, and then they were trying to cash in on Silent Hill hype again. And you know how when things that are trying to be overly too fan service just end up shitty, like the second Silent Hill movie.
yeah.
I didn't really like any of them, but I at least gave the first one some credit for trying.
The first one was decent. The more you watched through it, the more that it like became a better movie. And as long as you like keep it in relations to being somewhat of a prequel to the Silent Hill 2 game, it became much more okay. The second movie was, guys, people like Pyramid Heads. Let's make Pyramid Head do thing. What?
Everybody loves Pyramid Head.
They like Silent Hill 3 as well. Let's redo Protag, make Heather. Here you go.
Right.
Have fun. That was Silent Hill Downpour.
Yeah.
It
was just like,
you like Silent Hill, we make game. It go scare.
Right.
Grr.
Yeah, because I think I was in college when Downpour came out. I think it was like, what was it, 11 or 12 when it came out? Downpour?
12.
yeah.
2012.
Yeah, because I knew I was in college. I think I was working at GameStop at the time.
Yeah. So like, kind of piggybacking off what Jono said, like, you have the original Silent Hill games, and it's like, okay, there's an underlying tonality to what's going on here. There's deeper meaning to this. Downpour, it's basically like a choose your own adventure of, hey, what are you repressing in life? And they're very open. It's very blatant about it, sort of thing. And it's like, oh yeah, you know, I never should have punched that clown in the balls when I was 8. And then it's like, oh, okay. And then a giant clown with giant testicles starts chasing you. Like it's really like, hey, what is this one thing you regret? And then here's that thing to torment you. Like it's 1-to-1, and it's just in segments, and it's just shit writing.
So unrelated but related to what you just said, quick little story, and then we'll move to next topic, I guess. When my cousin was about 8, we had this birthday party, and you know, this is around the hype land of like Barney, like during the heyday. And he fucking hated Barney, but for some reason they thought it was okay to give him someone, one of our uncles dressed as Barney for his birthday. So he shows up and he's like, hi kids. And
oh no,
my cousin immediately kicked him in the balls, screamed, and ran back inside the house.
great birthday.
It was the best
Great
birthday I ever attended. I was so happy with that.
Well deserved.
Your poor uncle.
Yeah.
Good for
deserved,
him.
Yeah, it was great though.
Oh Lord.
Speaking of
Well, I
a
guess,
shot to the
that's kind of
nuts.
a good. I was like, that's kind of a good segue, sort of, kind of ish. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of a shot to the nuts, so we heard already, and we know that the Mass Effect trilogy is being remastered or remade or whatever for the new consoles and everything. But it seems like we don't get one of the DLCs because they don't have backups of the original source code for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pinnacle DLC.
Archive was
I'm not really too upset about that one, to be honest. Like, it was minor
Yeah.
compared to all the other DLC. Now, if they told me the Citadel one or like the bigger ones got corrupted,
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck, what? No.
Yeah, if they would have been like, hey, Shadow Broker is no longer a DLC,
I'd be like, nope.
Mhm.
I'd have been like, well, Mass Effect 2 is out.
Yeah, keep your fucking game.
Station was cool, but
Can't
like,
replace Jack anymore. Like,
yeah. At least it wasn't a massive. I mean, it's sad. It sucks that it got corrupted and they can't salvage it, I guess. But I guess if we had to lose any of it, I guess I'd be fine with that one.
Yeah.
It was cool. But nothing really, if I remember correctly, since it's been so long since I played it, nothing major happened in that DLC, right? It was just kind of like a little side story with like Batarians and stuff, and then you
Mhm.
can do
Yeah.
like a shooting gallery thing or whatever.
mhm.
Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember the full DLC, but I figured that's all that was. So,
Well, yeah.
it's all right.
There is some possibly slightly more disappointing news.
Right.
There's rumor right now that they're censoring some portions of Mass Effect.
Yes. Well, they're redoing it, and I'm okay with this.
Of course, you're okay with it. The rest
Hey,
of the
but
Mass Effect fan base,
Hey.
however,
I've read some of their devs are actually fine with it. They're like, nah, it really shouldn't have been done the first time, so we're glad that they're doing it. So
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
they are
Yeah,
very
they're
wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
I mean,
Miranda
I really don't feel like
deserves to be shown in all of her glory.
I do not feel like staring at an ass when there's a serious conversation going on and the camera angle is on butt. Like, can I have the serious conversation and not stare at ass, please? Thank you.
I don't see why we can't have both.
Yeah,
Make it an option.
Because then it ruins the seriousness of the situation.
I
Like,
don't
that's
think
not
so.
serious.
If anything, it keeps me
Considering-
more focused.
Considering Servo has a Pokeball tattooed on his asshole. And
Yeah,
how much
right.
more serious can you get than that?
Yeah, apparently.
It's true. It's very,
Very
true
serious
about Pokemon.
I'm just glad that they're kind of,
about
you know,
Pokemon. Yeah.
making, I don't know, taking away the corny shit with, you know, Miranda. I liked her for the most part, but I don't know. I just
They're-
like it
they're
took away.
supposed to
I need
show
bail out
her-
of horny jail. I deserve to go there in the first place.
They are supposed to show her in all of her glory to represent she was manufactured as the perfect human.
You know they're still gonna anyway. I mean, there's still scenes that'll show it. Yeah, and it's not like they're taking it away.
No,
Good
because
Lord.
next thing you know, they're gonna take away all of your romance options and all of your sex scenes, and then
gonna
all you
start
little
with
fucks
Garrus.
can't fuck
Scenes were
Garrus
there to
anymore.
begin with.
Moving Garrus.
There was no sex scenes anyway. They didn't show anything. It
Then they're
literally,
gonna
like,
take our
oh,
guns.
we're gonna start
Yeah.
the moment,
And
and
they're
then
gonna
the
take our
scene
jobs.
cuts.
Take our jobs.
They're gonna
gonna-
take our freedom.
Yeah.
They're gonna take away my favorite store in the Citadel.
I see.
And
I'm
it
always
all
the
started
bad
with
one
Mass
because
Effect.
I'm always the bad one because I don't care about horny jail. I just like stories. Sorry, I'm sorry. Forgive
You
me.
can't tell me that you don't also fuck Garrus.
I romance him, but you don't see anything, nor do I really want to see that anyway. That's awkward.
Still
So
fucks
I don't
Garrus.
feel like
No,
watching
she
that.
still
No,
fucks Garrus.
just in case you didn't know, Joe, no, romance has another way of saying he fuck. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just don't need
Yeah,
to see
no,
it.
I know.
I enjoy the fact that there is like the subtle inclination that it's gonna happen, but I don't need to see it. I'm good. I'm like, cool.
The
Femshep got it.
only
Yeah, girl, get it. And
the
that's all
only
I need
way
to
that
know. I'm
Shepard
good.
ever gets to see what Tally looks like is if you fuck her.
Yep.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Only way. It's the only way you get to find out
Yep.
what's under the helmet.
Yep.
If they remove that, game's gone. Game does not exist to me anymore.
But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm actually interested to see how they change it. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make it like obnoxiously different, but I think they're just gonna change some angles in certain conversations. So I don't think they'll do too much to where it's gonna, you know, take away the integrity of the game.
They're
Yeah, they
gonna
could
do
a
some
simple tease.
horrible things to it, like they did for like covering nudity in Metal Gear 2, where they're just gonna show like random things that they pop onto screen like a giant straw to cover up people's junk.
Yeah.
I might be
They
okay
can
with
just
that.
show. They
Yeah,
can just show the top of the cheekage, and that's it. They don't have to show all. They
No.
don't have to go full cheekage.
During the Miranda butt scene, instead, there's just gonna be a random balloon that's on scene that just covers the butt.
I love it.
Oh Lord.
It'll just they'll like cut to an angle that shows her butt, but it's like behind a table with a cake that's perfectly like placed in front of it instead.
And Shepard's like, "Oh, good. I'm glad we had fun at the strawberry festival. There's just a strawberry balloon floating behind Miranda at all times."
If you're
That
gonna
could
make
work.
it more family friendly, that's the only way that I'll accept it.
That could work.
I think that's
Oh
fair.
Lord.
Same. Agreed.
Oh Blade, don't be calling him out like that.
Jason!
Don't be bringing up that game.
Jason!
We don't
Alan!
need that. Oh God.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what they do with it because I don't think it'll change too much. Stretch. There we go. Speaking
Done.
of shutting things down, shutting it down, apparently Google is shutting down its in-house Stadia game development studio.
After
Which-
one
Horror.
game,
Who saw
damn,
I mean-
this coming?
damn.
No one saw this
I mean,
coming.
Stadia's still a thing.
Ever.
It's just not gonna be developing games. So,
That one hit and miss.
you know. I mean, everyone I've seen who's got a Stadia who uses their Stadia. I'm not saying me because I don't use my Stadia. But those who have their Stadia and use their Stadia have loved it. So, I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people, especially who received the Cyberpunk with the free Stadia, has enjoyed it. So
yeah.
Oh.
So, I mean, I think it's a smart move on there. At least they're not trying to make something work that clearly isn't. So I think it's a smart business decision. So, you know, they'll still be a thing, but they'll just be working with development studios to play games that aren't their own. So,
Yeah.
I'm slightly more worried because of it. Like the thing that we said that Stadia needed was like exclusivity or their own games. Something
Right,
to
yeah.
stand out, something to differentiate. Like Sony's got Kratos, Xbox has got Master Chief once in a while.
Sony's got Spider-Man.
when they can actually, you know.
Stadia
Sony has Spider-Man. Xbox has Rare.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
Stadia has that one game that I can't remember the name of ever because it was just okay from what I've
Yeah,
heard.
it was just a game that came out.
Does
So what's
anybody
gonna
remember
happen
that
if,
one game?
No.
It was a game.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to the Stadia now? Now that they're not making any games for their console, and it just becomes another avenue of where you can play games.
Do we
Yeah,
know if
it's just
there's
going to
any
become a
exclusivity
like the
deals going
Amazon
on?
Luna. I don't know at the
Not
moment.
that I'm aware of.
I'm
They
like reading through probably Ubisoft. I think I've been reading some stuff with them. Might be doing
Nines.
some things with them. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
nothing exclusive, not for the Stadia.
Yeah, they don't have anything in the near future, but I think they're probably just figuring out what's going to work best for them, I guess. I'm just like reading through it really quick.
I really don't know if they even have. I mean, okay. All right. Well, I'll backpedal that statement a little bit after I say it. But I was like, I don't really think they got the market share to really warrant exclusives. Converse to that is that, I mean, they're owned by fucking Google.
I was saying,
So,
they're
mean,
Google.
It's Google.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they may not have the market share in gaming, but they got the market share in owning the world. So,
Yeah. I mean, I know I have a lot of friends who are not a big fan of Stadia because they're just worried of what it's going to do to physical games in the future. Because I have a couple of friends who are like diehard physical buyers, which me
I
included.
would say, aren't
but
you
I'm
also
not.
one of those?
Yeah, but I'm not like against I'm not against digital because I understand its purpose, but I get why they're worried about things like Stadia and the Luna with Amazon because it's just, you know, the slow progression, but I mean it is what it is, but it benefits people. So, I mean, you know, I'm not against its existence.
I
A slow
mean,
progression of what?
I feel like they're gonna live like symbiotically. Like they're both gonna be able to coincide, kind of like how people still buy Blu-rays, even though you can just watch movie online now.
Yeah.
But people like to
I like
own
to own
Blu-rays.
things.
that's
I like to
fair.
be able to watch it when I want and not lose it when all of a sudden I didn't pay for that subscription anymore. So,
I mean, but then
you
like
know.
I buy
Yeah.
some movies on Amazon Prime because I own them forever, and I just can watch them digitally on any of my TVs in the house, or if I'm on the go and on a laptop. I don't have a Blu-ray drive or any sort of disc reader in my computer, so I don't watch anything on there.
That's what I use my Xbox One for. It's my Blu-ray player, basically,
My PS4
and my
yeah.
YouTube watcher.
But yeah, like my whole thing with the Stadia is like I don't know how I feel about a platform where it's like, one, I don't like the fact that Google's behind it just because of it's not like, oh, they're going to run out of money and stop funding it like that. That obviously is impossible. But
stop funding it, part of it maybe.
Right. And or they like start cutting servers, or they start doing that and the latency goes up, and then the whole point of it disintegrates. Or then down the road they Google Glass that sumbitch, and all of the games that I had for Stadia, even the ones I flat out purchase, I can't get. Whereas you got like Steam and things like that. It's like, okay, if the game is going to be discontinued or pulled or something like that, I can just download a local copy, then I got it. Burn it to a thumb drive or something, or move to a thumb drive. I've still got the game. I've got the files. I can play it. Anything happens to Stadia, you could have like $800 library worth of games. If they pull the plug on it, that's 800. You're out $800. You're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're done.
Yeah. But yeah, that's always the downside with those.
I mean, honestly, that's like know your product, know who you're buying it from. Like Google,
I was gonna say always be a savvy consumer.
As much as I absolutely love Google is one of the smartest companies in how they do their things like that, even when they're shitty things like that, where everything that they do and create and put out is always in beta, because they always have the option to just completely pull the plug at any time. Google Glass was in beta. Technically Google Maps is still in permanent beta, because they could at any point in time be like, nah, Google Maps is gone. But they also have free access to just update as they want, because it's only in beta. They don't have to go through a network of like different bureaucracy in order to push out updates. It's in beta, we're just making quick patch notes kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it benefits, to make things quicker for updates like that, but when not used the proper way, it can be used for not so great things like you said, like just pulling the plug and saying, nah, we're done.
Like I said, just know who you're buying things from.
I'd like to hope they would never do something like that, because I just would like to hope not. But
the one thing I was thinking about was, in order for that Stadia, that game and entertainment area, didn't they poach quite a few developers from different studios? So what happens to their jobs now that they're shutting down both of those offices?
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter that they're like a lot of different developing companies are kind of reaching out, and they're kind of like working hand in hand to kind of make a segue to other places for them to go. So I'm sure that there's, if they're out of jobs, so to speak, I feel like there's plenty of options that they're working with people to kind of give them a good direct segue into something different.
Yeah, just like when any studio shuts down, most of the other studios rally together and they try to help out those who need the assistance.
Yeah.
That's at least a really good thing about the gaming community, is like the devs always go out of their way to try and help out like other companies that shut down. Like when Visceral shut down, everyone rallied around to try and get them extra jobs. Or like
Telltale.
Telltale. Yeah.
Telltale.
Yeah.
And then when Kojima got ousted from Konami, he was like, all right, let me grab my best dudes and bring them on over to Koji Pro.
Not that I'm not worried for them, like saying like I'm just like, oh, they're fine. But I definitely know they've got a good community that will definitely help them if that's the case of what's going on. So I'm not worried. They've got plenty of folks who will definitely look out for them.
Yeah, agreed.
Very true.
Oh, Google. Well,
I feel like we touched on this before. Is this the first time that Stadia is shutting down?
No.
Stadia is shutting down?
No, but they were changing something recently.
Yeah, didn't they
with
change
Stadia.
their subscription service because no one was wanting to pay for it?
Something like that.
It was something like that. Yeah, they were changing, I think, their subscription thing. But yeah. Yeah, no.
I feel like it was something else that we were missing that we touched on about the Stadia.
Probably.
Yeah, they've had I say they've had an uphill battle. I don't even know if it was a serious investment with Google.
I don't even think it was a battle.
Yeah, it was just
It was
I don't
something.
know. I kind of felt like it was like, hey, we're gonna try this thing. We're gonna see if it works. We're gonna bring these people over, and a year later, or however long the Stadia's been out, it's like,
It's been a couple
I
years
was saying,
now.
it's,
Yeah.
it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
so
God,
I'm sorry.
Time freaking flies.
could you imagine if like they released a PlayStation or an Xbox and it's been 2 years and they haven't done anything with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, which year was it we were supposed to get the 120 new games?
It was
that last
supposed to
year?
be the launch of the Stadia, the launch
The
year,
launch.
Yeah.
that they showed off a library of 120 games.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, at least they had big goals.
Aspirations.
Can't fault them for trying. You know, like I said, I mean, those I know who have it, who use it, love it. So, I mean, it benefited some folks, but I guess it just, you know, it wasn't good enough to hold out to stand the distance, you know, or to go the distance for that.
It's gonna end up like the Ouya. That's
The
what I
Ouya?
said from the
Ouya.
started.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
the
Ouya was
Ouya.
a tragedy. It did have that one like fun frog game. I mean, that was
Frogger?
like it. No, there was like a frog game where you played Capture the Crown, and then you ran away from other people, like other friends you were playing with. It was stupid as shit. And it was janky as fuck, but it was adorable. That was like the only game I know of the Ouya, and I don't even know the name of it. I just know what it is.
Hey, I'm still waiting for that console by what was his name? Soldier Boy. I'm still waiting for his console.
God
You
damn
really
Still
it.
waiting for that.
handheld?
No, that was
I'm
denied.
still waiting for it.
You're not. You're gonna be waiting a long time. That was denied.
Yeah, I
No,
was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say-
hold out for my Soldier Boy console.
I think Nintendo dropped the cease and desist on him.
They
Didn't he?
did, because he was just running emulators. He basically made an emulator machine.
Well, he didn't even make it. That's the thing. Is I was watching like somebody did a deep dive into Soldier's handheld consoles, and I think it was actually a JonTron video of all things, and he found what the consoles actually were, and it was just like these Chinese emulator boxes with like 500 games on them and stuff like that, with like just ROMs just thrown at it willy nilly. So there's like 80 iterations of Mario under different names and shit like that. But it was like $200 to $400 cheaper to just get the knockoff, and the soldier branded ones literally just had his insignia on it, and that's it. That's the only difference between the machines.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we okay, you got it, John. I was gonna say someone was asking what the
Yeah. For anyone who didn't know, the Ouya was it was like an Android console that ran mobile games on a TV. It came out. They were like, this is an $89 machine. You get like a thing. It was 10 games that came with it. You had the weirdest fucking shaped boomerang ass controller that also came with it. I was working at GameStop during the time when this came out too, so I had to try and pitch and sell these to people. They dropped down to $10 within the first month.
Yep.
And we still had 40 of those consoles that stayed in that store until that store closed down. We could not get rid of the Ouya to save their life.
Wow.
It was kind of like a Stream Link, but for Android things.
Man.
It was a nice idea. It's a nice idea.
So fucking. Oh,
Yeah.
it's horrid.
It was awful. That was fucking a nightmare to try and sell.
Right.
Well,
It's amazing how many of these things have gone through the test of time since we've all worked at games. Like, how many of these like little console attempts have they done
mean,
since
every-
since then?
everybody
So we got-
tries to pick up the Steam. They're like, we saw
Yeah, they do.
Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo, and they do things. They make console. Maybe
Yeah.
we do things. Make console. It's fun.
Yeah.
People like
Yeah.
game.
Looking at you, KFC console.
That
Yeah,
thing
man,
is
I'm
gonna
still
be
waiting.
fucking great. Listen,
Yeah, I want that KF console. Damn it.
I want a chicken warmer.
I think we all do.
It's called a goddamn microwave.
So of course you have some fucking
Finger licking good, buddy.
Oh god.
Servo, and where's your chicken warmer?
Well, it's
I'm sitting on it.
Oh.
your Pokeball?
Oh.
sure.
Oh.
Man,
Oh Lord.
it's gonna be some weird chicken flavor.
Bootylicious.
Literally.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh god.
Smells great too.
Well, moving off of consoles,
Yes.
moving into something that combines one of my loves and one of Servo's loves together.
Mm.
Dark Souls inspired tarot deck is back,
Yeah.
which I didn't know that they made 2 editions of before this until
Yeah.
now.
Well, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
you know.
that. What is the name of that fucking game?
Like Dark
The one-
Deception, the Silent Hill thing.
No. It's the fucking game where you're a spy, and it's kind of like BioShock and Fallout mixed together. There's 2 of them.
Oh,
God
it's
damn.
I know what you're talking about. Shoot.
It's got kind of kooky like character design. I mean, they're
Yeah, I
human,
can't
but they're
remember.
they're kind of like cartoony in a way.
Are you talking about Dishonored?
Dishonored. Thank you.
Yes,
I
was
wanted
like,
to
me
say
and Blade were just
Deception,
talking
but I knew
about
that
it
was
the other
wrong.
night. Yes.
Yeah, Dishonored.
Yes.
Yeah, Dishonored has a tarot decks as well.
Oh,
And
I know,
I
because
won
I got
one,
those from
Did you
each
get
of the
one too?
pre-orders.
Yes. Yes. That was part of that big pre-order thing, wasn't it?
Yep.
That shit. That's right.
Yeah, I won 2 of those decks at that GAM night that we had
Nice.
2 years ago.
Nice.
And most of the art that's on the wall too, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I think I won. Jeez, not to my own horn, but I think I won like 3 times that night.
You did
maybe
win 3
4.
times that night because you kept
Yeah.
walking out of the thing and you were like, hey, I did it again. And I was like, you
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Well, nobody bought tickets, and they were selling 10 tickets for like nothing. So
Yeah.
Betsy and I bought like 20 tickets.
That fucking night
Jump on
started.
it.
That fucking night started with I bought a couple tickets. Servo walks
Yeah.
in, says hi, what's up, and then walks in and then comes out with a roll of fucking tickets and he's like, hey, I'm gonna win something tonight. We go in, we drink, we play some games. I walk back outside to smoke for a minute. He walks outside and goes, hey, I won.
I won. And they're like, I
Now
won again.
repeat
And
that
then-
2 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when nobody plays. Once someone's gonna win everything.
And
Might
by
as well
the
jump in.
by the 3rd time, he was just like, I think I need to go. I think I need to. I've won enough tonight.
Yeah, they called me again, and I was like, I got all that stuff already. I'm good.
Right.
But I did get a sweet Widowmaker Funko Pop that night
Nice.
that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized the Super Bowl thing is right now, isn't it?
I
Sorry,
don't
my
know.
brain just went like, wait, isn't
Probably
like
over
there's
by now. It
Yeah.
started
isn't there
at
like
6:30.
sports ball stuff
Yeah,
today?
there's a sports happening today.
No.
There is. Yes, there is.
Okay. I'm just getting notifications from social media and I'm like, oh wait, oh that's right, that's today, wasn't it? I forgot.
Yeah.
Right.
People know not
Shows
to
how much
tag
we
me
care
in
about
anything
football.
about sports
Yeah.
balls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This year's
yeah.
just blended together. Like with the pandemic, I just didn't even pay attention to anything. Because I like the commercials, but that's about it.
Hmm.
But I forgot.
I would like these tarot decks though because they have bits
Yeah.
of lore on them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I would like to see them.
That's like 100 cards. That's a lot. That's a lot of lore.
They're so pretty too. Like honestly,
Yeah.
just the designs on all of them are gorgeous. As much as I love Dark Souls, I would absolutely fucking eat these things up. The backs of them have
Nom 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 nom.
The backs of them are a little weird because it's got like a void, and it looks like they've got just a bunch of sperm eggs flying around, or like sperms flying around a giant dark void egg.
What?
And I can't think of how this fits into the Dark Souls lore and universe.
Maybe
in
they're
any
souls?
way.
You just have to be able to look at things without Jono's eyes, and it'll make.
I was like, maybe it's like
You can't
souls?
tell me that it does not look like fucking.
I can definitely tell you that, and I will tell you that it does not look like sperm.
Totally
I'm
looks
like,
like
I'm pretty sure
sperm.
that looks very different, but
Actually, it does look like sperm.
oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
that absolutely does.
No,
Looks like if
doesn't.
Bill Plimpton drew a fucking.
Yeah, it's like
cum
swirling around a vortex.
What? No, it doesn't. It looks like souls. It looks like
Yeah.
very demented, distorted souls, like with
Well,
very
I mean,
upset
technically,
faces.
sperms are
I mean,
souls.
depending
Well,
on
newsflash.
how you see sperm, it could be.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, that game it being game. Geez, what can I talk? That game being what it is, it wouldn't surprise me if they were, trying to be suggestive because they do that a lot. But yeah, it's obviously souls like swirling around a dark portal.
I mean, it literally is, Dark Souls,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
But Dark Sperm, I guess,
Believe
works
it's a
for
Jono.
Jono's world too.
yeah.
So
Oh,
they could have used any other type of like imagery for that. If they weren't swimming around a giant circle and they didn't look like sperm, it could have been anything else.
Yes,
Fair.
and FYI, the Super Bowl is not
It
done.
could have
We still
just
have-
been
No,
the
it's not.
picture of the bonfire.
The Florida team is like 3 times ahead of the other team, so. obviously
Yeah,
they-
Tampa. Yay,
Tampa.
Florida. Anyway.
The sports ball. Woo.
But no, that's a whole ass jiznado right there.
Just NATO.
Oh, Lord.
I think you just wrote my new band name.
Y'all need Jesus, I swear. Like, good
As
God.
a drummer, absolutely.
Jesus.
Jesus!
Cheese and crackers, I swear. No. It does not look. No, it doesn't. Oh my
It
God.
kind of does. I mean,
Oh, it's got something I don't like in there. I can't look. Nope. I don't like that image. Sorry.
Oh, is
There are
it the
certain things I'm
holes?
triggered.
Is it the holes?
Stop.
Do you have tryptophobia?
Yes, I do. I don't like it. The minute I looked, I was like,
Oh.
no. Scrolling up. Nope.
Yes.
Why are you saying yes? This is why you
No,
don't tell
because I know-
anybody.
No, because I fucking that shit that messes me up.
Ugh. God, I do not like it. That's like, and I'm so afraid to tell people because I know how fucked up my friends are, and they'll be like, "Oh, you don't like this thing? Let me just randomly send you this thing." I'm like, I swear to God, I'll end all of my friendships with anyone who
Right.
sends it to me. Ah! Anyway, yes, it does not look like that. It looks like souls with screamy faces. But we'll call them sperm for Jono.
Screamy
Well-
faces? Are we
Yeah,
looking at the
screamy
same
faces.
image?
What are you seeing? Yeah.
What drugs are you
I would
on, and
say
how
for-
do I get on them?
Like, tormented souls. Like,
No, I'm trying to
I
find
would
the
say for
screaming faces
anyone-
now.
Right.
for anyone that's not familiar with Dark Souls and they've seen the back of the covers, yeah, it does look like.
Either way,
The
I
image
still
that
want
you're
these
looking at,
tarot
Chibi,
cards.
is a different image from the one they're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I see the one there. I've seen both, but I mean, I
Okay.
guess we'll go with that.
Also, what are you looking at? The honeycomb?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yes,
Oh,
that. I
okay.
don't like it.
So does that
It's
mean
just-
that you like can't like go anywhere near beehives?
No, see, it depends on
Not
how it
bad.
is. It really depends on how it is. Like normal honeycomb's fine. Like it doesn't really bother me. It's how close it is. I don't know. It triggers like massive primal I need to save myself, run away tactics.
Mhm.
It looks
Understand
very
that.
I
disturbing.
feel that.
That's why I'm so afraid to play games like Soma and stuff like that, because I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna have stuff that I don't like.
Oh, Soma was fantastic. I don't think that
It
they
looks
had
good.
anything that was like tryptophobic in it. It was
like underwater stuff. I know how what's it called?
like coral reefs and like
Coral and, like-
anemones.
No, it's
Anemone?
when something's been underwater for a really long time and it's got algae and stuff like that. Like sometimes it can, So I get. That's why I was very surprised that BioShock didn't really bother me in certain aspects.
A lot
but
of Soma's very like simple shape kind of way, so I think you're fine in that aspect.
Barnacles, yeah. Thank you, Blade.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
That's it.
No,
So I want to play
Soma's
Soma,
got much
but-
more like semi uncanny valley aspect than it does like tryptophobia.
Okay.
It
All
also
right.
fantastic game. I loved Soma.
It looks really good. I really want to play it,
Heard good.
but
This is wonderful.
yeah. Sorry to teach everybody a big fear of mine. Now you know. You've learned something new today.
And
That's kind
now
of the
you
theme
know
of
the
that's
rest
kind of-
of the story.
And now you know never
Yeah.
to share stuff like that with me because I'll end your life.
I was gonna say that's kind of been the theme of the week because on Wednesday I think Jono, I, and the chat all just kind of had like a circle of our biggest fears. Like we all just kind of
Yeah, well,
off, like here's
it was
what
at the end
everyone's
of
afraid of.
Valheim, so like we were in a giant like tsunami style storm that was going on, and Moose is
that's my
just
biggest
like,
fear.
"Hey, this is my biggest fear," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Nope, mine's still spiders."
But see, what the sucky thing is about tryptophobia, you cannot look up tryptophobia to learn more about it without literally fucking seeing what it is. So I'm like, why must you trigger me when I'm trying to understand and learn it? I don't want to see it. Just let me learn without visual.
The world of any phobia is really fucked up because you can't look up arachnophobia without having to stare down all fucking 8 eyes of my greatest goddamn nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's the thing about Googling your phobias is like, oh yes, this phobia that you're researching is a fear of this.
An example of your biggest fear is this.
Yeah.
I just because I want to really understand it, like really what goes on in the brain, because I logically do not understand why it causes the thing that it causes in my brain. So I just really wanted to look it up, but apparently it's a fairly new phobia that actually really hasn't been diagnosed yet. So I'm like,
Yeah,
shit.
it's not recognized.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
So I have a thing that hasn't been diagnosed. Cool, good to know. But yeah, don't Google
this
it.
gentleman has let's see, colorophobia. Yes, bring some clowns in.
Well, they actually do that in psychology that I took. They said the way that they try to help you get over your fear is a step-by-step process. Is by talking about it.
is.
First is by talking about it, then introducing pictures, and then introducing live objects, and then
The only
There's
thing I've gotten with that
a
is
word
that
for that,
apparently
and I
it's
can't remember what it is.
yeah.
I should probably know that.
well, so
It's called stupid.
Jesus. But the only thing I can get out of fucking Google is like the studies that they have done is that people who have it, like you and me, Moose, apparently it is our like internal primal sense to anything that seems like ill or, you know, sickly or something that's going to get us killed. So because most things that back early on when people would get really sick from plagues and stuff like that, you know, it was like pustules and stuff like that. And you know, I guess it's just our brain thinking this doesn't look right, it looks gross, let's stay away from it. It's probably not good. So apparently it's just
I'm
like
totally
a
with you on
defense
that one, too.
mechanism.
That makes sense. That makes
The-
sense.
So it's like that's the
the-
only thing that I've gotten out of it.
For me, the holes themselves don't bother me, but I'm sorry to talk about it, but it's the creepy part to me is, and cover your ears if you want, but the idea of what's in them, I don't like.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's another thing about it. Like a big issue with it is, you know, what that actually is. Yeah.
No, I don't like.
It's
Ooh,
already-
it's all
I would
bad.
say, but I don't want to trigger you guys any further. I feel like
yeah, it's
it would be
already
bad.
an unknown, unnatural thing, but there's another unknown element buried in it that just fucks my shit.
I
Yeah.
know. I can't with it. It's so weird. But yeah, so
I don't
cool.
know. It doesn't bother me in any way. It's like
It's so
it's like
funny
what's
how we
behind
got
door
so-
number 1.
I see. I wish I could look at it that way. I really do. I really wish I could. It's so weird. Like I didn't even realize that was a thing, but I always remembered stuff like that grossed me out growing up, and then I got older. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking thing. This is
Yeah.
legitimate. Like, oh man, okay, now I don't fucking feel weird.
Yeah, I
But,
didn't discover it until
yeah.
people started doing those like pomegranate photoshops, and then I was like, oh,
Yes. Oh my god, stay away from. Oh no.
So, like,
burn it all.
messed me
Just,
up.
Burn it
just
all.
out of curiosity, like watching SpongeBob, did that ever like freak you the fuck out? Then
No,
what about when
No,
they did
no.
those like hyper realistic close-ups of SpongeBob?
no, it
No.
wasn't. No,
Cartoon.
it's yeah. They were. It was. Plus, it was different spaces. Like it wasn't like
Okay,
aligned
It's-
the right
it's-
way. Yeah.
It's them being like together and close enough to where they're like
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
curiosity of mine.
So SpongeBob is okay, but you don't like pomegranate.
It's because of the closeness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can literally Google it, and the images you get will be what I'm talking about. You'll see the
Yeah.
difference.
Honestly,
There's no reason-
pomegranates in
I've seen it.
general,
I looked it
they
up.
look fucking freaky anyway, so I can
Yeah.
be okay with accepting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how I somehow spurred all of this from that one image.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
it's a legitimate conversation.
For anyone
It
who's in
is.
the chat who has it, I'm very sorry if I'm triggering you. I'm triggered myself. We're all triggered together. In one
I've
gigantic
seen it.
circle jerk of triggered.
I looked up trypophobia and I
Not
seen the
circle
picture that
jerking
was
with any of you guys.
and I seen the picture that popped up. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. I can't think
It's
of
the
anything.
feeling you got. I wish I felt that way. I wish I
Yeah.
could just look at it and be
Yeah.
like, well, that's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I
I
can't
could look
think
at
of
it and I just
anything.
wanna throw my fucking phone across the room. It freaks me
Yeah.
out. Like, "Nope."
Yeah. See, that's how I
I'm
am with
sorry.
most of the pictures, but there are some, and it's honestly it's usually like a video or something where
God, the worst.
God, I don't want to describe it, but I do.
Don't even then.
I don't. Okay, I won't. I won't.
I
But yeah, I don't
can't.
know. It's very strange. It's very strange how the brain works. It's crazy how little
It
things like that literally are absolutely nothing but a visual.
Am I
can
am I
literally
gonna have to
trigger,
like put trigger warning on this video before we like put it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about it. Then.
We didn't go in depth.
It's fun, but yeah, don't ever send me stuff like that, or I will end your soul, end your life. You will no longer exist on this plane.
So send your ass to the shadow realm.
That's how I get to go out. I'm down with that. I mean, I get
Google
to send
Send
it
it
to
to
you,
Sean.
and I get to die.
You can send it to Sean. Don't send it to me.
Send Chibi all the things. Send Chibi all the things.
Do not. Send
You're the
it
one
to
who
me.
promised that I get to die, so it's a win-win for me.
I don't know. Like, I keep hoping one day that they'll have some type of study and they're like, if you have this, come learn about your thing. I'll be like, yes, please. Brainwash me, confuse me to not be grossed out by this anymore. Because it's
Yeah.
literally like, it's almost, yeah. I was like, it's not even like nails on a chalkboard. It's like 1,000 times worse than that.
Yeah.
No, don't hit.
Just Send
Don't
in the
hit.
trypophobia strippers. Like inundate me. Like take
No.
things I like and things I don't
No,
like, and they'll
you'd be
find a
so
middle ground.
confused. No.
Maybe in my confusion, I'll be okay.
Kind
Oh,
of,
look, you did
kind
not?
of like
Oh,
the Silent Hill
learn.
nurses. I'll be
Bingo.
so
Exactly.
confused,
Why
but by
do
the
you
end of
think
it,
we're
I'll be
gonna-
okay.
Circle, baby.
I think that's yeah. I think that's why a lot of people, and it made so much sense to me when the first oh gosh, what was the second game that came out this year that like this past year that got like tons of fucking awards? It was my Naughty Dog.
Games came out this year.
It wasn't this year,
Right.
2020.
You talking
oh
about Last of
gosh.
Us
Last
2?
of Us?
Last of Us, yeah. A lot of people told me to stay away from Last of Us, and I didn't understand why for a while because of like the creatures that you fight and like the,
Oh yeah, no, very hella tryptophobic.
they were like, you don't want to play this game. I was like, what? Why? And then I mean, I see some things, and I guess I can understand why.
Literally, one of the creatures is something that would be a walking version of a nightmare for you.
Yeah. So I haven't played it for that reason. So yeah.
Fuck all
Like
of
I'm
it.
so afraid to find out. I'm like, I don't think I want to know. I don't think I want to find out. No, thank you. So yeah. This is learning corner. So you've learned now a new thing about me. Don't send it to me or I'll murder you.
So you must not like fish eggs either, then.
No, not well. I mean, I eat sushi, so
The
no.
shakes aren't so bad because
I
there's
was-
a consistent.
It's-
There's a
yeah, it's a
consistency,
circle.
and yeah, like
It's not like it's a like literal shape. Like it's not
Right.
an indent.
right.
You know? Yeah. So that
Exactly.
doesn't bother me. Yeah,
They
that
have their
doesn't
own
bother me.
self-contained spherical objects, and that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like a ball
Spheres
pit.
are fine.
I'm not scared of ball pits either.
You fucking
I
should
know.
be. I'm scared of ball pits.
I'm really scared of them
That's
because
for
of
other
their
reasons.
unsanitary nature. But yeah.
Right?
I don't know. It's very interesting how it has to be very specific, and everybody's different. Like how their responses to it, like the complexities of it, are so interesting. So some people aren't as triggered, and some are super triggered. So, but yeah, no, fish eggs don't bother me.
I grew up learning the ball pits get you hooked on heroin because there's needles at the bottom.
Yo, yes, I had heard that too growing up.
Oh my gosh.
People are leaving syringes in the ball pits. Don't let your kids go in there.
There's
Yeah.
snakes
Oh,
in
so
them
like the same
pits.
thing with so the same
So I'm
thing
gonna
with
spend
like the
hundreds
candy,
of dollars
right?
on drugs and then leave them in a ball pit for kids to find.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
the
just
Halloween
like the
candy all
Halloween
over
candy.
again.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Candy.
no one's
Yeah.
wasting
Yeah.
expensive ass edibles on your kids.
I mean, I know that. I mean,
the
there are
Halloween candy.
killers that do random things that people would be like, "Why would someone spend all the time to do that?" But
Do you know these killers personally, Chief?
If you're
no,
gonna,
but I've watched a lot of documentaries on Netflix
are
and Hulu
killers.
Yes,
about these
Don't believe
fuckers.
anything you see on TV, kids.
killers enjoy like the thrill of it. They're not gonna just douse a bunch of random kids and that they're not gonna ever see or have
They're not
to
gonna
experience
confirm
it.
the kill or anything like that.
Yeah,
like,
unless
no.
they're a worker at the ball pit factory.
Yo.
That's why Discovery Zone closed down. It all makes sense.
New
I miss
script
Discovery
idea.
Zone. Don't talk about Discovery Zone. I have sadness about that. That will never be
miss-
fulfilled. Like the pit in my heart will never be filled for Discovery Zone.
The ball pit in your heart will never be filled.
Yeah, the
Have
ball
fun and
pit
be
in her
on
heart
my
will never
own.
be filled.
Exactly. It'll always be just filled with empty syringes. It's just the syringes. There's no actual ball pit.
Dang, bro, that's rough.
That's what happened
Syringe pit.
when Discovery Zone left. They took the ball pit and left the syringes. So
I mean, you can still have fun in it.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know that like zip line that they had that was over like a little like area. If those were filled with syringes, your ass would have stayed on that zip line a little bit longer.
Yes.
A little bit more incentive.
You'll learn your upper arm strength when you have to.
It'd be like going to the alligator farm and just telling them not to set the harness on you when you do the zip line. Like, no, I'm here for the thrill of the danger.
Man, you really could have like
I'm here
taken
to see how long I'll
DZ.
last.
You could have taken DZ and turned it into a complete like Saw nightmare, just
Oh,
full
yeah.
escape. That'd have been great.
If only
Yes.
Discovery Zone was a thing when, Saw was a thing, I guess. Actually,
Just
no.
barely
Actually,
missed it.
I retract that statement, and I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it didn't.
No.
Too many children would be like, let's play a game. And then all of a sudden, kids are getting home, with broken legs and shit because one motherfucker wanted to be fucking Jigsaw for the day. So, no, I'm good.
They're not making it home.
Let's not do that.
You spent your whole life bullying kids. Now, find out what it's like to bully yourself. Crawl through these empty syringes to freedom.
That reminds me of that Key and Peele skit.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
We're so off tangent by like
So
a mile.
let's get back on tangent and get away from my fears.
Well, what about this? Does this give you trypophobia? Cheap? No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Oh, I was like, oh, swear to God. I was literally like,
What about
where are we
the
going with this? I was about ready to fucking turn
I
off
wouldn't
my
do that.
camera.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I was going to end this stream. Like, I'm out. Deuces. No.
Like, well, shit. Now I'm curious. I'm like, Servo, what are you afraid of?
Uh-oh.
It's just like I can't think of anything that like.
See, it's
Gives
not
me
that I'm
that
like
type of
afraid of it. I don't know. It just affects
I mean,
me.
the
I mean-
response that
Yeah.
you get that enacts that type of response. I can't think of anything that would do that for me.
No, I mean that kind of
You
stuff
don't know
doesn't-
until you find
doesn't
out.
bother me in that
Yeah,
way.
must
It
be.
bothers me in like a gross way, like
It's got to be something that's like a reoccurring primal fear that is sparked or spawns from like multitudes of like nightmares throughout the entirety of your life. That's me with spiders. Multitudes of nightmares over the course of my childhood up to now still. Tryptophobia for
But
you
it's
guys.
it's like allergies. You'll never know you have it until you just randomly encounter it, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is a thing." Okay.
that's
But
true.
Jonah, is it every spider? Is it every spider?
It's any spider. It's any
I mean,
spider and
I'm
every
right there
spider.
with you. I don't like spiders
It's-
either. Fuck them.
Fuck
It's
every
a
single spider in existence.
Like, I get their purpose, but just stay away from me. That's fine. Go eat your bugs and keep the environment all cohesive and whatever. Just stay away from me.
But Jonah, you were good playing Grounded though.
yes,
it
because
wasn't.
I turned it all to blob mode.
Yeah, and even the blobs were terrifying.
Yeah, but that was terrifying for other reasons because I already knew what the spiders looked like in the game.
Yeah,
he knew that they were spiders.
he still
Yeah.
hissed and did what I would assume giant spider noises would be.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, do you have like, do you like close spaces? Like maybe you have claustrophobia? Because I have claustrophobia. Like, do you like being in very
No.
tight spaces? Or does it bother you at all?
Doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, well, I wish. Lucky y'all.
Yeah, no.
I'm a scuba diver. Claustrophobia doesn't bother me.
giant.
That's why I'm
Therefore,
so afraid
most
to do
rooms
it.
that I go into are gonna end up being tight spaces in one way or another.
Yeah,
I think it's because I'm a small person, so I don't know.
I'm only afraid of getting stuck. I'm deathly terrified of getting stuck in a claustrophobic space.
You know,
Crawling-
that I
crawling-
can completely understand. I totally
crawling
identify with
through-
that.
Yeah, crawling through something and then
And then you're stuck.
just getting wedged in there. That
Yep.
terrifies the fuck out of me. But a claustrophobic
too.
space unstuck. Nah,
so
that's not bad.
complete like combination of both of your fears together would be like underwater caves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got stuck
that's
in an
why I don't-
underwater cave, I'd shit myself to death.
What if you were underwater? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. Say that.
I know.
I
where
was
you
gonna
were
say,
going
what
with
if?
that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
it
you
was like.
didn't.
Let's just
glad you
combine
didn't.
all of those things. I would literally probably have a heart attack and pass out. Like just die right there. Like those goats. I think I've used this example before. Like those goats that get scared and like, "Bleh," and then they fall over. Yeah, that would be me. Put all of those together, that would be me right there. It's like, "Bleh," fall over.
Can somebody
dead.
please Photoshop Chibi as a fainting goat? I
Can I
need this
get
in
that
my life
fainting-
way
can-
more
can
than
I
I
get
thought.
Yeah, and can somebody audio clip that fainting goat noise so I can have it as my phone notification? Hey!
That's the only way I can example. Like I can give a
Yeah.
visual aid to what would be the response to having
totally
all of
makes
those.
sense.
It makes sense, but also, man, I need this.
I like how Moose just like, glitches out of frame. Like, flip, flip, flip.
It's like 200 degrees in this room.
Hey, Chibi, it says that
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no. What
this
now?
is a good thing. It says researchers hypothesize that trypophobia is a result of biological revulsion that associates shapes with danger or disease.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
our internal defense of like something is not good. Let's stay away from it. It's gonna get us sick. Go away.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy is a possible treatment.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah, possible. Come back
No
at me when
thanks.
it's a known cure.
Yeah, when you actually have results of people going, yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore. Be like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, don't be
Otherwise,
coming
I'm
at
not
me with
gonna. Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
don't be-
subject myself to that shit.
I mean,
Yeah, don't come at me
realistically,
with a
what is?
90%?
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say,
I was
what's
gonna say, I
what's the
don't think
difference
that's a-
between a regular cure and like you end up staring at a bunch of holes for long enough to where you
Ugh.
end up becoming a serial killer, and then
Oh, God,
your entire MO is that.
No, I would just literally become numb. Like I wouldn't be able. I would just have no feelings of anything ever because I would just like become an empty vessel of what I used to
No,
be.
you become Javier
I need to
Bardem.
see more holes.
Yeah,
Bring
no,
me
you
the
become
hose.
Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, and you just go around with the air compressor punching holes in people.
But lots of them in a close, tight knit.
Oh, no, no.
Maybe that's what they consider cured.
Oh, no,
See, she loves them now.
no. I
So-
far from do that.
By
No.
definition, you would be cured at that point.
Right,
However,
no,
you would have another very outstanding issue to deal with.
Right?
Yeah,
no, they're
it
just
just
sitting
sounds like
there.
I'm handing off one mental issue with another. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm good. I think I'll
Yeah,
stick
there's
with.
Pretty sure she wants to kill people now. Yes, but
Yeah.
she's not scared of the holes anymore.
Yeah, she's just sitting.
I'm just
yeah, you're
putting
just sitting
holes
there.
in everyone else.
Listen, it's the little victories that get us going.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
One step at a time. One step at a
gotta
time.
do
Yeah,
what
you-
you can.
Yeah, you're just sitting there at the end of the therapy session. And it's like, okay, well, how do you feel now? And then you just look them dead in the face, like, how much have you ever lost on a coin toss?
God, Jesus.
Like, oh fuck.
I
how do
mean,
you-
like,
How do you feel now? What do you mean by feel?
Right.
mm-mm-mm.
God damn it.
But I am done with share hour. We are done talking about that shenanigans. Let's talk about other things that don't
I
make
was
me
having
want to kill people.
So much fun.
Guys, we all learn together, and that's what's important, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh yes, yes. What are feelings exactly, Blade? What are they? I don't know anymore. I have none.
How does one feel?
The holes took them from me.
And they buried them deep inside.
Ugh, God, ugh, God, just even mentioning it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway,
So
Yes.
we want to get back to topics?
yeah.
Does anybody want
please.
to? Okay,
Do
cool.
we have any topics about?
About triple.
No, no,
Well, there's a new game coming out that's going. No, okay.
No. no.
From the creators of Phasmophobia, welcome to.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus
Now in
Christ.
VR.
Oh God, that'd be the worst. Oh my God, I would cry. Oh my God, it'd be the worst in the world.
No, but for real, do we want to talk about Gearbox for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
We want-
Yes.
Well, Gearbox was bought out, which is weird because I thought that they were bought out again before, and like in the last couple of years, and I swear I can't find anything about it, but I thought that they were bought out previously again, but a company, what is the name of the fucking company? Why can't I read?
THQ Nordic.
Embracer Group?
It's not THQ, yeah, it's Embracer Group or Embracer Group, the
Embracer.
people who own
Embracer, yeah.
THQ Nordic,
Oh,
Who-
THQ and
Yeah.
Stadia.
who bought Gearbox Studios
okay.
this last
It's a
week.
Swedish company. That's cool.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of acquisitions and buyouts and
Well, I mean, I guess it's to be expected in a financial climate that we've had the last couple of years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know?
they did say that they're still gonna work with 2K, so it's not like they lost any of that backing that they had with them. But the unfortunate news about all of this is Randy Pitchford is still the owner of the company.
Yep.
Hey, as long as we don't get another Aliens Colonial Marines, I'm good.
And as long as
Don't
we
Wizard
give me
of
any more.
Horn is still at the throne.
as
Now
long as we
announcing.
don't get Randy Pitchford ever doing a press conference again,
Right.
That too. That too.
and, bullshitting around and doing magic instead of doing anything productive.
Yep.
Do you guys like video games? Well, we're not going to show you that, but
Right? Watch me make this card vanish. Fucking asshole.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Watch me
Yeah.
promise a bunch of things
no.
about our video game and then throw it all out the fucking window.
Yeah. Ain't nothing poor about Randy other than him as a human being.
Well, poor human being.
true.
Oh, Pitchford.
He speaks the truth.
Well, I guess we'll see what comes out of this acquisition. So
Yeah.
Let's see. The acquisition was a large fucking amount though. It was
Yeah.
the original price was $363 million.
Mm,
Yeah, split into cash and Embracer shares.
with a further $1 billion to be paid,
Yep.
which means holy fuck, Gearbox has a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Borderlands 4 win?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but with
But the-
Darksiders characters now because THQ Nordic,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right.
Borderlands
Oh,
with
yeah.
Darksiders,
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
opposed to that.
not at all.
Yeah,
I'd be
but the
about
1 billion is only to be paid if Gearbox hits some type of financial and operation target agreed upon.
Hmm.
But they got 6 years to do it.
Yeah.
So in 6 years they get their $1 billion if
I-
they hit an agreed upon goal.
I'm also curious if this is gonna affect any of their production, like as far as like Embracer having any hands in their company, because like THQ Nordic, I would say has kind of gone downhill since their acquisition. Like the Darksiders series hasn't gotten better since the
No.
release of like after 2. Like 3 is very okay, and then Darksiders Generation. Did anyone ask for that?
no.
I guess someone did.
Wait, wasn't that exclusive to Stadia?
No, it was a free game. They released it for free.
To Stadia?
No, lad, nobody releases games to Stadia.
Well, somebody
Stadia
does.
Isn't real. It can't hurt you.
Good lord.
So I mean, this might hurt Gearbox more than help, but I mean, $1 billion is $1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of Darksiders, what else has THQ produced?
I think they used to do a
They
bunch
got
of
that new
stuff
game
back
coming
in the
out.
day.
Biomutant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's THQ?
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
THQ.
Oh. Oh, the one we just got a release date for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Uh-huh, it
Well,
all
good-
comes together.
good luck to you, THQ.
Well played, THQ. Well played.
Oh, Lord.
They got Monster Jam.
Sounds delicious.
Spread it on all of my food. They did Hunt Showdown. They did Maneater. They are doing the Metro games.
Yeah, I
Wasteland.
was like, I feel like they've done a lot.
They
'Cause
have.
that THQ sounds really familiar.
They've done a lot. They've done Hunt Showdown, Maneater, Metro, Wasteland, Remnant from the Ashes, Dead by Daylight.
I'm that Remnant game.
That damn Remnant game. They did the re-release of Kingdoms of Amalur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what was it? The re-reckoning?
The re-reckoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. What the fuck is? It was right in front of me a second ago. The
They did
Saints Row
Alex.
series. Saints Row. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
They took
They
over
also-
the Saints Row after that company shut down.
And I think they also did Destroy All Humans, which was fucking phenomenal.
Even the re-release of Destroy All Humans was amazing.
The re-release was honestly, you're probably gonna piss some people off. I thought the re-release was better than the original.
It kind of was like a more refined version. Zoo Tycoon.
Here's Zoo Tycoon.
And then they did Quantum Break.
Oh, I
Whatever
love
that was.
love that TV show.
Yeah, that TV
Yeah,
show
right?
/ video game that we didn't
Yeah.
get more
You
of.
mean Quantum Leap?
It's exactly.
Great game, by the way.
See, several knows what I'm talking about.
Totally.
That's THQ Nordic. So ups and
Yay.
ups and
There
downs.
you go.
Ups and downs, I guess. Well, we'll have to wait and see what the future holds for Gearbox then.
Wait and
Yes.
see.
Anything else? Anyone else?
That was a political
No,
joke for those of you who are
that was
not.
it for that. That pretty much wraps the Gearbox part of it up.
Oh, that's what teams.
So how about that Steam controller, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, way.
What's Steam?
So Valve is
Segways.
so Valve has, yeah. So Valve's to pay out $4 million in a patent infringement on the Steam controller. That pile of garbage.
Good job.
I'm just surprised
Yeah,
that there
like,
was
y'all-
some kind
Y'all
of
made a really shitty controller and got sued over it.
Yeah, well, and I think it's because of the and isn't it because of the gamepad's rear controllers that the patent is held by Scuff currently?
the patent is
that's
held
why?
by Scuff,
Yeah.
which is weird because I didn't even remember there being paddles on the back of the Steam controller. I just remember
There are.
trying to hold it and
It's-
going, "How the fuck? What
I
kind of
literally have it
Nintendo
right here.
64th ass shit is this?"
It's funny you say it because I literally have it right here. They're like literally like
Uh.
right here. Yeah, these like little things right here.
I
Yeah.
got one in here, so-
It's very interesting, I will say. I remember like when I first held it, I'm like, this is weird. Okay.
Moose just
Gonna
wanders
box
off
something.
into the depths of his home.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I know
Yeah.
he's got one. I have one somewhere. Like
Yeah.
a lot of us bought the Steam Link, and it wasn't for the controller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
At
I-
some point,
I used the Bluetooth for a PlayStation controller.
I remember working at GameStop, and at some point they just gave us free Steam Links after a while
Yeah.
because they wouldn't sell. So they
Yeah, I
just
got one free
gave
from my
us-
friend who we used to work at GameStop together, and she gave me hers. She's like, I don't need it anymore. You can have it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I got mine for it was either super cheap or free. Like I remember, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll penny up for that. Like it was stupid cheap or free. That's the only reason I got it.
Yep.
So yeah, we have controllers that are now getting in trouble.
No Steam.
They're
And I mean,
breaking the
honestly, a $4 million like patent infringement for Steam is like one weekend Steam sale. If that,
That's true.
probably like 10 minutes on the Steam sale. So it's
Yeah,
really
that's true.
drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah. And you know
Yeah.
one is coming after the Steam Festival ends.
I forgot
Yeah.
Steam Festival starting up this weekend. This week.
It's the 11.
I'm so
It's
annoyed
upcoming.
having a PC now that I actually have to pay attention to these things.
I mean, you don't
Now that I have it.
have to pay attention to shit. You can live your little
Well,
life without
but-
knowing what PC games are. But
Why would I do that? That's dumb. Like I can get good games for cheap. Like why would I do that?
well, then don't be mad about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm mad at myself because now I'm gonna want to buy more games to build up my fucking backlog that I don't need to build up because it's already built up.
Well, here's
I
the
could
thing.
literally,
Just know that most
keep
of those
out
games are
games
going to
how
be
much
$1 or $2, and by the end of it, you'll end up with 144 games that you don't play because they were all cheap.
Exactly.
Facts.
Nothing wrong with
Exactly.
that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that
Been there,
because then you'll
done that.
never be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, you won't be bored, which I mean that's good. But what will end up happening is you'll just be sitting there in front of your computer going, "What do I play?" And then 3 hours later, you'll be like, "Well, I better go do some laundry."
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Oh
I'll play
my
Skyrim
God.
again for the 83rd time.
Yep.
That hit hard.
Exactly.
I feel personally
Exactly.
attacked.
You should. I'm physically attacking you in your brain right now. Pick a
No,
fucking game.
Right.
know.
Oh my god.
I will say I'm very appreciative for streaming because that is allowing me to actually play games that I literally have wanted to play and have beaten around the bush 1,000 times to play. So at least that's helping slowly work off that backlog, sort of.
I don't know.
And,
One
if they keep-
one Steam sales worth of games.
Yeah.
You're
That's all
gonna
it
spend
takes.
another year working
Good
on
luck
that
with that.
backlog.
Well, see,
And
Yeah.
during
it was
that
good.
time,
Yeah.
there's going to be 3 more large Steam sales that'll happen. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Mhm.
cycle.
Well,
It's a
See,
vicious
I was
cycle.
fine. Like, I had a whole plan of working through a lot of these really cool games I got from Steam. But then, it's like, oh, Mass Effect Trilogy is getting re-released. Oh, we're going to new Resident Evil. I'm like, oh, well, shit. There goes like 2 months. Okay, well, all right. I guess I'll get to those games next
Yeah.
year. Cool.
We
This
had
is
an entire
why-
year of quarantine to get through a backlog. If it didn't happen then, it's not gonna happen.
This is why people speed run. They're like, you know what? I don't need any other game. Just give me one game. I'm gonna get really, really good at that game, and that's it.
Oh.
That's it. And then once I get the world record, then I'll move to a different game.
Good lord.
On that note, I will say that I randomly did try, just because I'd watched enough of like Dream trying to do it and like other people streaming it. I did
Minecraft?
make an attempt to speedrun Minecraft, and it went pretty okay until I couldn't get all of the blaze rods and then died in the fortress.
Happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
yeah. It was going fucking solid. It started off immediately split between the sand and like a regular forest. Got wood,
Mhm.
went, found a village immediately, found lava, went straight to the nether, died in a fortress.
Oh,
Yep, happens to the best of us.
yeah.
But I understand the concept of it.
It's honestly, it's a fun challenge. You have to be, you have to be in the mindset. If you're like Chibi was saying earlier, if you really want to enjoy a game, obviously that's not the way to do it. But it brings a different level of enjoyment, a different type of enjoyment, not a different level, a different type of enjoyment. In that you know the game so well that you can do certain things. Not only that, and I only say this because I was watching Jack do speedruns of Mario 64 for his charity stream, and there's like a lot of little tricks and things like that you do in the game to skip certain areas that take a long time and shit like that. So
Yeah.
those little things, like even if you're not planning on necessarily speed running that game, if it's a game that you play often, and it's like that part of the game is repeatable or whatever, it does like make you better at it, and that aspect of it I enjoy as well.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that doing the speedrun of Minecraft made me a little bit better at like creating random nether portals anywhere that I need to, and
Yep.
I learned how to do MLG water tricks. It helps.
It's fun. It's fun to be really good at doing one particular thing,
Yeah, agreed. Completely.
Well. But on that
That
note,
thing is whatever you want it to be.
yeah. I say we're going on 2.5 hours, brosifs.
We did spend 45 minutes talking about fears and an hour talking about what we were playing this week, though.
We played our very own version of Layers of Fear tonight.
And,
Exactly.
but we had a good time. That's the point.
Did we though?
Agreed.
Straight up.
Did we though?
Yes, we did.
On certain parts.
We did spend enough time to where my medication kicked in and my migraine is like subtly like down to a hum. So, positives. Positives.
Hey.
Silver
Yeah.
lining.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything that didn't make the topic list?
Jono, I got you a large package full of spiders. It's on the way to your house.
Thanks. I'm moving out right now. I will see you guys never.
Also, next week I'm going to be moving into my new house. It's Jono's house.
Jesus. Lord.
It's gonna need a lot of redecorating because it will be on fire.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything that didn't miss it. Is anybody streaming tonight or this week? Or...
Oh yeah.
Who streams in this place?
definitely.
God.
All right.
What
Yeah.
is
I stream so fucking hard, bruh.
So hard. Like,
Do you-
oh
bruh?
my god.
You fucking
I mean-
stream, bruh?
I mean, do you even
Insane, bruh.
stream? Yeah.
Bruh.
Pop my collar, bruh.
Bruh?
Bruh.
Tell me about your stream, bruh.
Don't fucking show up to my stream without your fucking collar popped, bruh. Shit's fucking
What
whack.
did we turn into Churdleys?
That's exactly what I was going for. Fucking cut the sleeves off my polo, bruh.
Oh lord. I have no collar.
Oh
I have
no,
cowl.
they're buttons.
Yet I must scream.
I have
They're
cowl.
buttoned.
I cannot
It's
pop
like
the cowl.
achievement unlocked collar
I was
pop.
gonna say I'm talking about I'm wearing a t-shirt. You don't have to like actually pop a collar, but I mean, hey, if you got it nearby, go for it.
We pop collars.
They're a little flaccid. There we
Yeah,
go.
flaccid collar boy. You got any streams going on this week?
Yes, I do.
Which
Cool.
is
Lat.
okay. All right.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'll be starting this week. Paradise Killer. Since
Is that made by
Apex
the
pissed me off.
Miami Paradise people
Uh,
or Hotline Miami?
Oh yeah. It
Okay.
was like
I thought I knew it.
I was like, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be starting that this week and continuing on with some more of my indie games to get prepared for LunaRareCon. So excited for that.
Nice. Nice.
Excellent. Nice.
Chibi?
Yeah. I'll be streaming after the podcast tonight. Still going through Disgaea. Probably gonna be playing that throughout the week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Depending on how quickly I get through the story, will depend on which game I jump into next. More than likely, I'm gonna be jumping into Resident Evil 4 afterwards. I keep trying to figure out a way to get my mobile phone to work so I can play my mobile gacha games, but I may somehow hook up my Nintendo Switch to maybe play some Project Diva, maybe, because I do love some mobile. I like rhythm games, so maybe I'll try to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you on iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay.
It works, but I just always have a significant, or not even significant. I got it to where it was just a minor, but it's a lag between what I see on my phone and what's seen on the thing, and it would just throw me off. So I was like, no, I'd rather it be literally like fluid. So we've got to figure that out. But yeah. Did you know they have Disgaea 1 on mobile? I know. Oh, I know. I have it everywhere. I have it everywhere. It's so fucking good. But I haven't played it on mobile because it takes up too much space on my phone. So I have the data's there, but I don't have the app on my phone anymore because that takes off the space at least. But that's what I'm doing. Tonight, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. But I finally got the table that I wanted for my desk. It's not the movable one like yours, Servo, which I was wanting to get, but I may get that one later to get an adjustable one. But I'm excited because I'll finally have the table that I want, the desk that I want. So hopefully Amazon says it's coming tomorrow. So
ooh, sweet.
we'll see. Maybe I'll have to reconfigure my whole setup once that's here. So
Neat.
we'll see.
Yeah, I got very lucky. I was gifted this desk.
Yeah, I definitely plan on getting one because I love the idea of the whole ability to just stand if you want to.
Yeah.
Because
it really helps my back. I gotta be honest. Like, I mean, I'm not that old, but sitting down in a chair as much as I do in front of the computer, and then just for a long period of time, it's so uncomfortable. The ability to just stand up whenever I want and continue doing what I'm doing is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, for me, I just get my legs get crampy sometimes.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
that's
it's
what I'm
good to be
saying.
able to just stand up every once in a while.
I
but
realize
maybe
like
one day.
every 30, 45 minutes or so that I'm like, my legs are all like underneath the chair, like trying to do some weird thing, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
I just need to stand up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's nice.
Hopefully, maybe that might be one I'll get next year, maybe. But for now, this will do. This'll do.
Kitty. There's a kitty.
Yay,
I'm gonna be doing, of course. No, didn't want to come. Tomorrow we are doing. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to Jack about this earlier today. We've got a brand new segment. I guess you can call it a segment that we're doing for what we used to call Neko Neko Doki Doki Catboy Warcraft Chat Club.
Yeah.
It is now being referred to as I actually have to look in the Discord because it's another insanely stupidly long name.
As it should be.
As it should be. Yes, no, I totally agree. It is called here. Actually, I can show you guys the preview image. This is wonderful. Hopefully, it won't break Jono's.
Break me.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Enough, is it?
The Neko.
It's called the Neko Space Cast Chat Club Future Perfect OAV Eternal.
Jesus Christ! It's like a fucking anime title.
I was
Stop.
gonna say what.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be. Yeah, 100%.
I can't.
So,
I can't with
it's-
that. That's hilarious.
The time that I walked down the street,
It's a good
stepped
time.
on a rock, died suddenly, and was reincarnated into another universe.
God damn isekais. Fucking. I swear to God.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so we're gonna be playing Shadowlands, and then basically what we're doing this month is getting prepared to transition to Minecraft. So this coming month, in March, I'm gonna be starting the Minecraft. We're gonna have a Minecraft
I'm so
sub-server
excited.
and a stream server. So it's gonna be there's a server just for live streaming, only accessible while live streaming, and then a sub server for anyone who wants to subscribe. So it should be a good time, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm
with
excited.
that.
Oh.
That's Monday. Wednesday. Now I almost went Monday, Wednesday. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesdays we're now doing Pokemon Sword. So if you want to have a Pokemon named after you, and I can say go, fuckball 69 or whatever your name is in chat. You come by the stream and get a Pokemon, and then of course Saturday we got the 6th week of Sect of Smash, and it's getting pretty crazy. We've got people attacking people backstage. So someone is now managing a fighter. They're like the manager of a fighter, and we had a grudge match between Jono and Lat last week, and then we had a #1 contender match. Nobu is now undefeated and is going to be fighting Jono
Till this week.
on Saturday.
Till this
So-
week, no, bro.
Tune in for that. It's Nobu who plays Cloud versus Jono who plays Sephiroth. So that's
It
going to
was-
be an epic
It
fucking
was
match.
the written storyline that we all knew it had to come down to.
Absolutely.
That's right. Well, what you
So
don't
it's
know
gonna
is
be really
while Nobu distracts Jonah, I'm gonna hit Sephiroth in the back of the head with a chair.
You may not have to do that because Nobu has been secretly trying to get me to just yeet Jono out of the tournament altogether.
Wow. So it's like true WWE style with these stories.
It's
okay.
gonna be the middle of the match, and all of a sudden, what's that? From the rafters, Bernie Sanders swinging in with the chair.
Right?
Like legit, that's kind of what happened. Like Batsy attacked Jack like at like his place of residence and like ambushed him. So now they're
place
having
of
like a revenge
residence?
match. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
fucking epic.
God.
And then not only that, but this week I've got so many people in the tournament now that we're having finally, and it was suggested actually I believe by Lat, we're having doubles tournament. So
Having tag team
Yeah.
matches.
random. Well, they can't tag in Smash Brothers, so it's gonna be doubles. But yes, essentially, we're having a doubles. A new title is gonna be announced, and there's gonna
Nice.
be a new champion, and the teams are gonna be randomly selected, and it's gonna be fucking epic. So come by Saturday, 9 p.m. All those streams are at 9 p.m. So excuse me, all of them except for Wednesday are 9 p.m. and then Wednesday is 10 because I have to watch Dynamite, obviously.
Man, I love being the wonderful heel champion that we have right now.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. It's a good time. So,
Everyone's coming
yeah.
for my crown.
I mean,
They can't have
honestly, it right now it's all you got. So hang on to it with every bit of your.
I mean, yeah,
That's
what are you gonna
right.
do? Let me walk around just shirtless without a crown? No, I've got to at least have something else on.
How do we pick our tag team partner?
You don't know. The tag team partners are going to be randomly chosen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I put some channel points on it
Hey, I mean, you can see what happens.
to pick my partner?
Channel points are great, but Benny's work best.
No, I get some bitties.
He bribing you,
Yeah.
We can make this happen, Nobu.
It is what it is.
Listen,
Okay, so
listen,
it
he's
is true
smart. He's
WWE
smart.
style. Got it. See, we are officially in true WWE style now. We've got the financial backing now.
Hey,
Do you want your story to change? You can just slip me a couple tree fitty.
I
I'll see
mean,
what I
I
can
just
do.
listen to what the viewers want. I just do what the viewers want.
Somehow by the end of this, Vince McMahon's gonna end up owning it. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna sue me next week.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Like literally during the stream, the McMahons are gonna like bust down my door, and I'm gonna get attacked.
Yeah, the server's gonna get attacked, and then all of a sudden a ladder match is gonna go on like
Yeah, as a
immediately
matter of fact, I wonder
afterwards.
how much it would cost to get Vince McMahon to come attack me at my house.
I feel like he's probably not doing a whole lot right now, so probably not a whole lot.
Not wrong.
I mean, no, he is actually. I watch a little bit of WWE, but yeah.
I was gonna say he does actually own WWE, so he does like run.
I know.
He owns more than WWE, don't he?
He just doesn't.
Oh yeah, of course.
He
But
just
I
doesn't
thought-
show
what I was saying
himself.
was, I'm sure she was referring to the pandemic and things like that. But
Yeah. I was just joking
what they've
anyway.
basically been doing, just for anybody who gives a shit about wrestling, is they've been like every time you enter the building, you have to get tested. They do like a quick test, and then if you come in contact with anybody, pretty much your matches get canceled. And they have no audience, or they have a digital audience. WWE literally has a arena now of just screen, and you get to video in, and that's caused some interesting things to happen. By
I
the
was
way,
gonna say that'd be sweet if they just took advantage of the VR like that.
Man, so they could just like fall out of the ring and grab like a digital participant and then beat someone with their screen.
Oh Lord.
This is the virtual WWE future that I want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's what Love
it's
Live
pretty
does.
wild. Check
now.
out some WWE clips from 2020, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like the Love Live stuff I watch, their lives, they don't have any audience. They just have digital like light sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of weird, but yeah, it's basically the whole audience is just like video.
Just sticks.
Yeah, it's just like it has the motion and everything, but it's not like when they do angles from the stage looking out to the audience, it's nothing. But when it's from the audience to the stage, it's like all the lights. I'm like, this is so weird, but I get it. But it's odd.
It keeps the vibe. It keeps the vibe going.
And that's how they fucking get you. You get to be one of
Yeah.
those light sticks, and every time you pay money, it swings to the left or swings to the right.
They should let you be able to put a VR headset on, and then it tracks your movement like VR chat people.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we pay money to watch those too. We pay like
I was
40,
saying.
50 bucks.
Put on a VR chat concert. I would go to that.
Yeah, every couple of dollars, you just swing to the left,
they should
swing
take
to the right.
advantage.
Swing to the left, swing to the right.
See my
Lord.
big ass floofy owl avatar just partying hard. I'm about this.
Yeah, man. One day.
Hell yeah.
One day.
So I think that just about wraps it up.
Yeah.
Any final things?
What are we doing this week? What are we doing for us this week?
Oh, these people, they already know. They already know that
They already know.
Wednesday's
They already
Survival
know.
Boys.
No,
They
boo.
already know that Friday is game night.
No, boo.
They
Friday
already
is
know
Project Winter
that-
game night.
Next Sunday will be right here for
Luge.
another podcast on Valentine's Day. Don't forget to get your somebody special something special, okay? Don't
Ooh,
forget
I can
about 'em.
dress up.
Reminding you right now. If it's just you, do something special for yourself. You can be your own Valentine. That's cool.
If you have pets, get your fucking pet something, man.
Absolutely. Your pets keep you company. They're like your life.
I got
And
nothing.
then,
I'm dressing up for chat. That's all I got.
Hey, they do it. And then of course, if you want to enjoy some Remnant Gamers in between, like on a Tuesday, you're just like, fuck, I wish Remnant was on. You can go and listen to the podcast on Apple Music, Buzzsprout, Deezer, fucking Google Podcasts. You can go on Spotify. You can go on, on and on and on and on. So, do that, or go on YouTube and watch the D&D sessions or some of the other podcasts that we've done.
Yeah, go watch the D&D. This week was great.
This week was fucking awesome. I loved it.
I'm gonna tame that bear.
Durgeddon is gonna get the back of my fucking metal hand.
Watch us spend way too long trying to figure out a puzzle.
Right.
Watch us slap a wall for 30 minutes.
Just throw dice at it until it's fixed.
Fall ploy to a bunch of Looney Tune tactics where walls aren't there and doors go nowhere.
Oh.
It's too good. It was such a good session.
Pretty good. And now, of course, we have channel points where you guys can interact with the D&D session, and we're going to be adding more of those. If you guys have anything that you would like to request as far as channel points, we're always looking for good ideas. So, Nobu, you know where your suggestions go. Everybody else, put them in the Discord. And yeah. I was insinuating that Nobu has bad ideas.
I figured that you were insinuating that Nobu's ideas just go right to the trash. Nobu, just go ahead and fill them up into this incinerator, please. Your fuel will continue to give energy to this company. Thank you.
So kind.
Make Moose talk like Kermit for 5 minutes in D&D. I think that's a doable one. We can make Moose talk like Kermit. It doesn't have to be in D&D. We can do it at any time.
Hey Kermit, who would we like to thank for the subs this week?
Yeah, so I was taking a look through the subs, and looks like we've got ourselves a Lofo. We got a kitty cat. We got Cyx7. Yeah. You gotta do the arms. Yeah, it looks like we got Good King 86. We got Mr. Question 11. We got Matt Compton. We got Plas SC2. Fuck that guy. We got Nobuko Zero. And we got ACOP.
Oh my god.
I only got like half my voice back. I'm still fighting the fucking Rona.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kermit.
We appreciate
You're very
it.
welcome.
All right. I think that just about does it. Let's see. Who should we raid?
Raid?
Yeah, it's like I won't be live for another like 10 minutes, so you can't raid me. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We could just offline raid and spam the shit out of your chat. And then by the time that you're live, it's all just one giant chaotic hellfire.
Yep, and then everybody's gone and be like, oh, well.
I think I might have a target here. Let me just make sure that they're still
Target in
online.
sight.
If not,
Target
there's always
acquired.
Daydreamer Dan.
I have to watch an ad, of course, to make sure that
Oh, of
it's got
course.
to be the longest fucking TurboTax ad that I've ever seen.
Have you done your
right.
taxes? I actually
Thanks,
just got all my
Biden.
stuff
I
in.
watch ads all over my fucking Twitch.
If not, I have an awesome lady that we could stream.
Is it you? We already went over this.
No, it's my friend Devious. She's playing Dead Space 3 right now.
Yo, Dead Space. I'm here for that.
Oh, never mind. No, we're not.
Got it. Just had to make sure.
okay.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. We love you all. We will see you next week. Sometime during the week. Don't forget Project Winter. If you don't have it, it's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, it's free. Go get it. And it's up to 8 people. We'll be doing community night. You can switch in and out. Everyone can play. It's gonna be fun.
Easy peasy.
Anything else? Any last words?
No.
Diversify your bonds.
Come hang out with me if
yeah,
you want.
Moist.
Don't forget about your corn damage bondage going on.
Yeah.
Yes, that. Be
Anima.
safe, guys.
Facts.
Be
If you don't,
safe.
if you happen to have $24 million, don't put a fucking diamond in your forehead.
What?
Yeah.
You
I mean, that's good
Sure.
advice. I mean, that's good
Yeah.
advice. But
did I
Type
miss
in- type
something?
Yes, you did. Type in Little Uzi Vert on diamond on Google.
oh no.
Well, now you gave us all homework to do. Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Bye.
Have fun. Bye.
Yes.
Nico, Nico,
Use your real life
Nico.
version of Asia.